Shut up!
This is Björn Lundberg. Welcome to Threefold Talk.
Hello, everybody! Welcome back to your weekly dose of IAL fun and stabbiness and all the good things. If you are not aware of who we are, where have you been for almost the last 5 years?
Don't be rude.
You've been missing out.
Rob's trolling early in the show. I love it.
Oh, I'm in full sass mode straight away, everybody.
Just because you're mad at me doesn't mean you need to take it out on everybody else.
Why would I be mad at you?
He's not mad at you. He's mad at our special guest.
Oh, okay,
obviously, I'm mad at our special guest. Yes, folks. There's normally myself, and then it's Mel, Leigh-A, and Amis. But Amis is fast riding today, so we brought in a sub. Please welcome, if I point the right way, the wonderful Avi from Waterpella. How you doing, Avi?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here.
Woo!
Yeah, it's where we first met about a year ago.
Yeah, it was good. It was
So
a good
glad
time.
I have tissues for it today.
Oh my god, that's so many tissues.
I think it literally was this week. I think it was the last Thursday or second to last Thursday of July last year. I think it's
Wow.
our 1 year full anniversary. Rob.
Wow.
Anniversary. This is our
What
full
an
anniversary.
auspicious day for you guys to be having such a terrible fight with each other behind the scenes.
I thought the fight was because of the chapters recovering.
I guess we'll have to see.
There's so many reasons for us to all be in a fight.
I'm not sure entirely what's going on now, but I feel like we've formed a tradition, and the second to last Thursday of July is now Avi Week.
Avi Week.
Avi Rob Week.
Let's say Shark Week, but better.
Oh, don't start. Don't start.
All
Don't
right.
start.
Okay, for those of you, he's doing a shark thing on scale. Oh my God, now
It's terrifying.
Look, they're
Donna.
not aware. Look, the water is a weird thing for them, Avi. So be careful.
Surprise, it's also a musical episode. All of Avi's Expanse thoughts will be done in I don't know.
We
what
can do
meter?
that. Don't make it something crazy now.
At some point, I'm going to finish the intro.
Sorry.
Welcome to Threefold Talk. We are reading The Expanse. We are on chapters 48, 49, and 50 of Leviathan Wakes, the first book. Oh my God, I can't wait till we get to those chapters. What a set of chapters. But I'm Rob, first time reader and first time watcher when we eventually get around to the show. Above me on the screen is...
I'm Melindhra, first time reader, one time watcher, definite insider of violence between friends today.
Next to Mel, we have...
I'm the Expanse expert, Leigh-A. I have read the books so many times and seen the show so many times, and I still have no idea what to say during these episodes. So.
Perfect. And we normally have Amis, who is also one-time watcher, but multiple reader?
One-time book reader, multi-watcher.
Multi-watcher, there
So
we
this
go.
is
I
her
always get
first
that.
reread of the books.
Fair enough. But instead, we have Avi, who's joined us. And Avi, you steamrolled through the audiobook this week to catch up, I believe.
I did. I got it specifically on Monday when Leah was like, "You have to be able to talk about 48 to 50." I watched the show way back when, and
You not even the whole show. You only
Not even the whole
watched
show.
up
I
through
stopped-
a certain point.
I
in the
stopped
second
relatively where we are right now in the book, actually. And then I steamrolled up through chapter 30. I started at 1.3 speed. That's my usual go-to audiobook speed. Then I upped to 1.7 when I didn't think I was going to make it, and then up to 2.0 when I still didn't think I was going to make it. And then I was like, okay, time to portal. And I did some chapter summaries up through 47, and then I jumped back in and listened to 48 to 50.
Yeah, I sent him my chapter summaries.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
Yeah.
you for your commitment.
Yeah, that is big commitment. I'm sitting here over here. I don't know why. Every time people talk about listening to audiobooks, they're like, yeah, so I'm a 1.3, I'm a 1.5, I'm this and that. And I'm over here being like, am I the odd one out? Because I never even consider speeding up the audiobooks.
So I never used to. Yeah. And my friend Stefan, who's my book dealer. He's the reason I read Dungeon Crawler Carl. Like half the series I've read. I got him in a Wheel of Time, but since then he's been my book dealer. He recently told me that's why he's always ahead of me, because he goes at 1.6. And Sierra and I were driving to Florida. I got her to start DCC. And we realized that 1.3 is her speed. There's like a certain speed at which, like, if you're finding yourself falling off, if it goes fast enough, it like just allows you to not like second guess the fact that you missed that line that didn't matter. And to not get distracted by like the thing on your wall, because it's just talking to you so fast. You're like, what? Okay. And you're just like locked in. And turns out this one, I think I might be able to go faster than 2. I'm like locked in at 2. I could.
Wow.
I'm in it at 2.
So I've been reading ahead to do chapter summaries. Also, I'm attempting, we haven't really got there yet, to map some of the predictions to some of the future stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so but
I'm just saying wow a lot tonight, apparently.
With that, because again, I've listened to the book so many times, and it is just more of a like just getting the bare minimum of what's happening, but then also I need to pause at some point to take notes, because I do those chapter summaries, so when I go back, because I'm not doing all this shit all at once, so there's like a fine line, but I've definitely been doing like 1.6 1.7 for that. But my normal that I listen to, because I'm pretty much audiobook only these days, is 1.3 to 1.45, depending on the narrator and their pacing, and also like what I'm listening to, because sometimes you just like, there's so much information, I need to slow this down because I'm not digesting it. And sometimes it's, a silly little book. Like I've been re-listening to a lot of the Percy Jackson books. So it's like, oh, no, they're silly. I can listen to those a little faster.
I've been
they're
finding
cute.
with this one's interesting.
It's coming from Mark. Just killed me in chat. Tries to click
that's
on
so funny.
×2 on this video, but then realizes it's live.
Wait, do you normally watch us ×2? Are we that slow? I do know that sometimes when I'm processing my thoughts and speaking, I definitely speak slower.
So speeding up videos is a funny thing. Actually, I have 2 thoughts. So first off, with the audiobook, this one in particular, there must be massive pauses between sentences, because on 2, like the sentences themselves are fast, but there's still these massive gaps that I'm hearing in between. I'm just like, could I just cut the gaps a little bit? And then that would really help me catch up.
No, that's because you're listening to it so quickly. That's the pauses between chapters, Avi.
Reading the flood. We got a snort.
That was multiple sentences. It's not just a run-on sentence.
Yeah.
I found my spirit animal. Thank you, Sherbet. This is why I love you so much. I always listen at 1 speed unless I'm
There we are.
Well, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Love you, Sherbs.
Yeah.
Rob and Melindhra, are you guys DCC or no?
Say that
No,
again.
not yet.
Carl.
Never mind.
I read the first book.
Then never mind.
I just started the second one. Yeah.
I've
Later.
had.
I'll say this later.
There's another show for that. We'll talk about.
No, it has to do with Mango, but it's not.
Before. Okay.
No, you're good. You're good. The other one that was interesting, talking about speed. So after my dad passed, I did a documentary about because he was very active. He founded the National Coalition of Black Lesbians and Gays in the 70s. And so I wanted to know more about his work and everything. And so I did a documentary of sorts. And so my two of my other parents like interviewed like all these people that have worked with him, but they're all old-ish, and so they speak kind of slowly. And so what was interesting, and I had interviews of my dad also, and again he was 82 when he passed. And so I went back, and because I had my dad who did a lot of the interviews, he just like let them go on. So I had like hours of footage to go through in not a lot of time. So of course I'm watching them at 2x speed, mostly just to make sure I can get through it, because it's really interesting and it's a really meaningful experience. But like otherwise it was never going to happen. But because they speak slowly, they sounded normal. They sounded like young, and it's interesting that it's like as we get older, I think we like slow down our speech, and but if you speed it up, you sound normal, like totally normal.
It's also regional as well, because I've lived in a lot of different places in the country, and where I live now in Texas, people speak so slowly, and you know, like I lived in a lot of places in the Pacific Northwest, and people speak a lot faster. And my boss is from Michigan, and she speaks like twice as fast as even a fast speaker. Like she speaks so fast, and it's definitely a regional thing. And so I think a lot of this is where your comfort level sits with the speed of someone's cadence of speaking, because I find that I don't change it because I want to listen faster. I change it because I want the rhythm of people's voices to feel comfortable to me. That's why I change it. It's not really about like, because I could definitely listen faster to like get through something faster, but I speed things up to when people are slow and annoying me, and I slow things down when they're speaking too fast and it's stressful. Like that's what I do. That's how I find my slot. Yeah.
Narcissist in chat. Abby speaks fast enough that if you slow him down, it sounds normal.
It's a very regional thing, and it's also, you know,
it's my pet peeve as a teacher.
Yeah.
Are students that speak really slowly. And if you want to make it worse, if you can ask me a question slowly, like this is almost every year I have at least 2 students like this that'll come up to me and say like, can I ask you a question?
Now.
Yeah, Avi, I was the same way in the military. It's just because everything is so fast and like there is zero downtime. And so when people, again, a lot of it was regional. So when people are from areas where they just naturally have a slower pace of speaking, and it's just like, I ain't going to kill you because I need this information like 5 minutes ago.
Yesterday.
And you're the one person who can tell me this, but I'm going to literally put my hands around your throat and choke you right now. She's like, I don't have time for you to go slow.
I want this video go at 2x.
Yeah, right.
You're just like booping people to see if they go faster.
Yeah, every time. That's why my nose is so big. Is I got your nose, boop. You know?
Right. Dana was asking you, that's your best teacher as a teacher herself.
Dana Luhu, what's yours?
Oh my god. So
before we get too more derailed, shall we possibly see if there's been any news this week? I know I have a reveal, folks. So
take it off.
Yeah, well
wow, we got to that really fast today.
Spear brothers and sisters,
it is time to cover up your face.
For the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
Oh, I should probably put that up. Sorry. I was distracted by chat.
That was having a lot of fun.
Chat's having so much fun. So, Rob, do you want to talk about this one?
Sure. So the wonderful Snackwater himself, Taylor Napier, He's getting around and showing his face in a lot of fun places. He is in a very popular TV show, which I still have not managed to watch yet because my weekend
Ride
got
or
away from me,
Die.
called Ride or Die, starring Hannah
He gets
Waddington.
to kiss
and
Hannah?
he
Oh my
gets
god,
to
they have an
the-
entire sex scene.
they
It's
have
not
an
like
entire
super in
sex
depth.
scene.
But...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have to watch this now.
And this
Wait, is that
she's in
Hannah
this-
from Ted Lasso?
Yeah, it is. Yes, yeah. And she's in this with, is it Olivia? I want to say Olivia, it's not
Butler.
Olivia Butler, because I always say Coleman and it's not. And
No, different Olivia.
it looks amazing. And yeah, Taylor had fun in this.
Is that
He
a
gets-
Melindhra?
No.
No.
I wish. We wish. Although Hannah
Anyway.
Waddington as a Ludra would be fucking amazing.
That would be incredible. She is hilarious, this woman. I have actually. So she used to host the LVAs before she got too busy and too popular. We've had other people do it the past couple of years. I say we like I help, I don't. Anyway, I've seen her at the after parties, and this woman is hilarious, and she's just so much fun, and parties and dances and that. I can only imagine what she's like to work with. So I'm sure Taylor had an absolute blast doing this. But on top of Taylor working in this, we also had Sharon and Davina, obviously the costume designer and the makeup designer from season 2 and 3, The Wheel of Time, worked on this show as well. So lots of wheel people working on this. So go watch it.
That's
it looks
really
like,
cool.
It is really cool.
Oh, it is really cool.
It is really cool.
It looks like a really good show as well. It's getting really good reviews.
I've seen the first episode, and it is everything that you would hope and dream for. And yeah, so
Brilliant.
Cool.
yeah.
I'm
And
excited.
Taylor's in that first episode. So if you only want to watch the one episode that Taylor's in, it's the
Yeah.
first episode. It's right at the beginning.
It's-
So, yeah.
All right. Next up, we have.
Next up, we have, if I can get to the right tab. So, our friend Jem and Zach over at Fantasy of the Ages are going to have one of their game show episodes this weekend. And we're mostly showing this because I will be in it.
Hooray!
Oh, so fun. Is that the one
Yeah.
you said Saturday
Yeah,
at 3?
Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So we're just basically going to have a whole bunch of fun and nerd out. So that the form that we showed you guys last week, that is that we asked you to fill out, that supports this. So if you want to give me some of your cheater answers, go ahead and DM those to me, because I would not be opposed to cheating.
So
So
much.
is it
Oh,
Team Zach with you and Glenn, and then Team Daniel with is that Skeeter?
Spencer and
Spencer
Derek. They
and
have
Derek,
a
right.
Malazan podcast that they
Oh,
do.
cool.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they're friends of
Is that the
fantasy.
10 very big books? Or is that a different one?
Malazan.
No,
Like
the podcast.
20, 30. Oh, I have no idea what their podcast is called. So, but I can get that to you if you want. So,
Okay.
or join us on Saturday, and I'm sure
Join
they'll
on
tell
Saturday.
you.
Exactly at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm definitely going to try and.
It sounds so
tune in.
fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be ridiculous. It's always a good time.
Pick up some hosting tips from from them, because I know that it's going to be a good. I know it's just going to be a laugh. They're great.
Yeah.
So Jim's brilliant.
All right.
All right.
And Mel, you want to talk about this one?
Oh, yes. So, if you aren't paying attention to some of the other Discords, which I understand, very difficult sometimes.
So many.
Our friend Chris, who is of Watt Wiki fame, the Watt Wikipedia page, has been doing some really cool visualizations of data and statistics from the Wheel of Time. And he released this one this week, I guess in honor of the Kentucky Derby. I don't know. It is just themed. But basically, you can go and find it. It's on Discord of Time. There's a Watt Wednesday page. He also sometimes posts them on the wiki. He also runs weekly trivia on Sundays. If you love Wheel of Time trivia, that will completely kick your ass. You can
really
also
does,
do
yeah.
that. You can also try that. Anyway, there's lots of places to get to this, but we'll post the link to the Discord in chat if you want to go see it. But the idea is that you take a look at each of these jockey uniforms for each of the horses in the Wheel of Time, and you can see its rider, and there's like it's got a special costume and all of these like different features on it, and you can really like dive into all the data and the visualization of it. It's very cool. It's a great way to like show all of the four-legged friends that some people like to ride in Wheel of Time. It's very cool.
She's being very IEO there. She's like, people riding horses. Oh my god.
Yes.
So rude. So rude.
Well, I think that's my news next, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is hot off the presses. I got this not even 12 hours ago, folks. Yeah. It's I mean, it's almost 12 hours ago, but it's not quite. So it's MalkieriCon again this year. Obviously, it's coming around.
I've heard that.
You know, if you're at any way at all familiar with MalkieriCon, you know that we like to have art every year. We like to have different art. We don't just have our logo and leave it there. So we like to get fresh art, and it's our 5th year. So what's more fitting than to reveal the 5th year's art for MalkieriCon, the convention where we're also having Bjorn Lamberg, Ruart, come and join us, then to reveal it here. So, ladies and gents, this is the artwork for 2026 MalkieriCon.
It looks so good.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Take the 5th.
He's taking
love
the
that.
5th of Prague.
Watch out, Prague.
Yeah. So,
He's
ticket
also
holders,
enormous.
he is. Ticket holders actually got a sneak peek of this earlier. I did share it to him because they bought tickets, so why should they not? You know, get
It took me a second when I was looking and I was like, what is going on? And I was like, oh, it's Prague. And it looked,
yes.
my
So
head was so
That's beautiful. That's so well done.
That's so good. I love
It
it.
is. For the Charlies, this is a memo creation, by the way, folks. As she's just stunning with her work. This is our best artwork yet, without a doubt, in my opinion. But yeah, for the Charlies listening, basically it's a view of Prague as if you were looking from over the river towards, I would
over
say,
the Charles Bridge.
Oh yeah, over the Charles Bridge, looking towards sort of South Prague. So you're from that side of the bridge.
You've got the castle up in the background.
Yeah, Bjorn's standing in the middle of the river. He has a bag full of goodies of things he's stolen from Prague, hence take the 5th. He's also giant. He's taller than all the buildings. And the sun is starting to creep up behind him, and it's giving a huge glow off him and around there. It's absolutely stunning. In his little bag of goodies, he has obviously treasures and various things, but he also has the face from the astrological clock, which is a very key tourist thing. It's one of the oldest clocks in the world. It's
Oh, wow.
Prague. Yeah. So for context, and this is how great Memo is. The brief I gave Memo is, why don't we have Bjorn on the St. Charles Bridge with a bag full of things that he's stolen from Prague because he's taking the 5th. It's our 5th year. One of those things being the astrological clock. And I just thought she'd put a clock tower in a bag and him on the bridge and Prague in the background. And then and I was like, you're a fucking genius. So that's what it's like to collab with Memo. She'll take your idea and turn it up to 11. And this
See
is,
the
yeah.
crane just below
Amazing.
2026.
Yeah, our MalkieriCon crane, which has evolved over the years to really have some texture and detail since Memo started doing the artwork. Not that it wasn't great before; it was always stunning. It's sitting there just in the background below. And if you can't tell, we've got like a serpent sort of running around the artwork there as well. But for me, it's the colors of this. I mean, like there's so much color just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's really,
It's giving like 1990s era animated cartoon color vibes to me. It's like all dogs go to heaven.
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Hunchback, Notre Dame, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh yeah, Anastasia. It's
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so this will be on the t-shirts, folks. This I've got various versions of this depending on what use we're going to put it towards. This is the main poster, obviously, and so we've got some fun extras we're planning to do with this. So yeah, but that's that work. All the social pages will be changing as soon as I have the spoons to do it, either post show here or in the afternoon when I get back from work later. But yeah, I wanted to reveal it. So
It's
That's
amazing.
really cool.
and yes, Bjorn is standing in the river, but that's just how badass he is. That rivers don't terrify him.
Yep.
It's also giving a little like Assassin's Creed Bjorn edition.
I'm very down for that. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's I
I
don't.
also
think
love
there's
this
anything else.
background music. So epic.
This is our
This-
news
yeah, this is-
music.
This is our news music. Yes.
So, do we want to do the other reveal now, or do we want to wait till after Fear the Spear?
There's another reveal.
The
Avi.
video that Avi sent you?
Oh, I mean, we could do that. Or no, I think let's do Fear the Spear first.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's. I know you've been here before, Avi, and you've done Fear the Spear, but we updated things. So
I love the other spirit.
Oh, he's hiding. He's hiding from the
he's
spear.
terrified.
Currently,
Oh, he's being a
So
shark
you're
again.
shouting.
big as shark again.
I was just about to make a comment about that intro. How I could never. Oh my god. How that intro will never ever change, mostly because there's no way I could possibly find that music ever again. I can't remember where I got it from. All right, Avi, we'll kick it off with the standard. I would say standard. It's no longer standard. It's the new one.
It is the new standard.
The new
The
standard.
new standard. Yes. Okay.
Like Times New Roman.
Avi, would you rather be an Earther? Stop putting up comments. It's blocking the
I
question.
took it down.
Would you rather be an Earther, a Belter, or a Martian, and why?
Okay. So here's the reason this is a complicated question, because like clearly the way that the book is it very much gives excessive limelight to the Belters, and it makes you feel like, you know, if you're cool, you're a Belter, right? If you're like real stuck up and like disciplined, just stuck up, maybe not disciplined. If you're overly disciplined, if you're like a firebender, you're a Martian. And if you watch the show and you love Shora, then Earth.
Says the person who's read 50 chapters of the first book and watched 1.5 seasons.
It's true.
I'm gonna call you on that.
It's true. But in the state you are now, in your current state of expansion,
Expansionism.
where are you? What are you right now?
And you can change
So
it
the
later.
belt seems terrifying because of the placentamon flying everywhere.
Yeah.
I have to say Earth feels the safest.
Okay.
All right.
Oh wait, but I know stuff about Earth now. Maybe Mars. Mars sounds the safest.
He's a gravitas. He likes the gravity people. Let's just say that, okay?
Yeah.
He just wants to have a Texas accent.
He's an inner at some point. Somewhere, somehow, he's an inner.
Hey, I didn't show you my belly button.
All right, let's get a question up. I feel like I'm gonna have to like rodeo you all around this week. It's gonna be quite
Sorry.
Leigh-A, you get question 2. Here you go.
If you were going to open a shop on series, what would it be?
Okay, so you know there's like the Indian bar on Aries, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would just open an Indian restaurant on Ceres.
Nice.
Could a lot of Indian food.
Okay.
That's a little appropriative. I don't know how I feel about that. A shop.
But I feel like that far in the future, it's not like it's Earther food and
You know what? Yeah, okay, karaoke bar.
Yeah, that feels very fitting.
Good.
that
Yeah.
serves
I mean,
Indian food that you are ordering in from
That
your
serves
partner.
Oh, you
your
know what?
partner restaurant.
Hold up. It's a niche. It's like one of those fusion things. It's a karaoke bar, but it's also a board game bar. So
Ooh.
you can do like karaoke and play board games.
Ooh.
And you get called up when it's not your turn. You get to sing, and people are still singing along while they're
So
playing.
do you have
Monopoly.
to roll like a charisma check before you go up to do to do your song?
Yeah,
and things like
100%.
that, you know.
Do you want to hear like I have a couple of board game raps I can spread throughout that I wrote in high school.
Not tonight. We're busy.
Not tonight.
Let's go.
That's fine.
Yeah. Next question. That sounds like the bonus content. Question 9, Mel, take it away.
How would you decorate your hole, Avi?
I already told you I hadn't shown you my belly button. How would I decorate my hole? Is a hole is the room?
It's your apartment.
Okay, so we're not talking about personal stuff.
I mean,
Whatever you
the
want it
question
to
is
be.
up to interpretation.
Whatever you
We
want
just
it to
asked
be.
the question.
Okay, so anyone who knows me knows there would have to be raccoon posters.
Clearly.
Jared, what is the Seattle raccoon these days?
Oh, Jimothy.
Jimothy.
I have a big poster of Rob on the ceiling. Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Round and rattle, Avi wins.
Yeah. I got a picture of Butt Rock.
Not the Wetlander.
It's got a butt rock picture. There we go.
I'm clearly pandering at this point. I'm gonna have a couple of spheres
We're
like
not
over the doorway.
Yep.
And probably some Will Smith maybe. I don't know. I've always had some Will Smith around.
Okay,
Will Smith is an amazing human being. Yeah,
I mean,
he
slaps.
Yeah,
there's definite swagger.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Okay, I just love the variety of answers we get for this.
I was a butt rock kisser there, Heather.
All right. Holden had 8 parents. Why do we should say has?
So
because we've put him in the past tense. I've just realized. But
did you know this?
Parents.
No, this is a random question, but it is a random question. This is such an Avi question. This is so funny.
This is an Avi question.
I think you've told this story a little bit.
I did. I told this in detail last year. So I have 9 parents. So suck it, Holden. Did Holden really have 8 parents?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he has 8 parents in the books. Yeah.
Yes, but 8 biological parents.
Yeah. In the future, they
8
are
biological parents.
They're able to mix the DNA, so he is the offspring of 8 biological parents who actually are in a relationship with each other. So
all of them are in a relationship.
This must have been during the parts I
it wasn't in the notes I sent you.
Okay. No, but I didn't use your summary until later. This was like anyway. The wow. That's wild. Okay, so I do have multiple parents, and who would they be? Is it what would they be or who would they be?
Who would they be?
So I can just tell you. There's so my biological mother is Sue. My other main mom, who adopted me as well, is Dana Mima. And then my stepmother is June, and my mother-in-law is Judy. And then my original 4 dads are Chris, Art, Mark, Billy, and then my stepfather or my father-in-law is Clem. So those are my and Billy's the one who passed. Technically a Billy. But yeah, so there you go.
Suck it, Holden.
Yeah.
I do have a friend with 11 parents.
Wow.
Damn.
That's a lot of parents.
All right. We'll do the specific questions now. Should I just bring them up as we go, or did you?
Yeah, wasn't specific.
Do it.
All right, Leigh-A, you get this one.
If you had a limitless budget and traveling existed, and you could get anyone that you wanted to come do a project, what would your dream What Idol parody be?
Oh God.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna get sappy with it. Are you ready?
Do it.
I would do an in-person parody with my 2 oldest and besties in the Wheel Time community, Wolf Sister and Salia, because they live in South Africa and Turkey, respectively. But we would take a lot of advantage of traveling, and then we would hop over to everyone's hood and then
Oh.
everyone would get to be like guest stars. So like we'd hop over to Koala with the koalas. We'd come and taste some of Rob's cooking. We'd shoot some of the video in the kitchens.
Yes.
And hopefully not get you in trouble.
I got a terrible galley kitchen, so it wouldn't
No,
be
at work.
It's terrible, yeah. Oh, at work.
But you said they're still working on this equipment. We'd figure it out. We'd rent something. We'd if
but
we can travel,
unlimited budget. So
yeah.
like you could,
limitless
you
budget.
could,
Oh yeah.
you could rent the kitchen for the day.
Whenever.
I was gonna say with traveling, I'll just rob a bank, but like
Yeah.
open into the vault.
Go
Limitless
to
budget.
whatever Rob's favorite kitchen is.
Yeah,
Exactly.
hit up
yeah,
Texas, rescue Melindhra a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love this.
Yeah, I think as much as I enjoyed, which spoiler for later, recording with a star, and would love to do that in the future. I think I'd spend this one to be with my friends.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Following on from that, Mel.
Yeah. So what one event in Wheel of Time would you write a parody about?
What one event in Wheel of Time would I write a parody about?
That you haven't already done.
Yeah, I was like, if I'm gonna write it, I'm gonna write it. But I don't want to spoil what I'm writing about this year. Are we full spoilers?
Yes.
Always.
For Wheel of Time, yes. Not for the Expanse people.
Right.
Even the
So,
photographs.
okay, actually, I think I have to be honest about this. I keep finding myself over and over again wanting to write about Mogideon's capture and repeated captures. Like, I've written Mogi got leashed for Papa Don't Preach.
That is so good.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen in the show to do that. That's actually so when I first became friends with Shansani, that was the plan because her voice is perfect for like 80s Madonna. And I specifically we wrote it and we have like a base recording and we're just waiting for it to happen in the show. And then during WatCon, I told Leigh-A, yeah, fuck Amazon. I told Leigh-A about this idea. And Sony. It got toe.
Sorry, carry on.
That was a great parody last year, Rob. It gets stuck in my head periodically. Leigh-A, I was telling you about it.
My
Tub thumping. You guys know tub thumping?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
So like I get chased down, I get locked up, or I chase you down, I get locked up again, and then I escape when you are not around. I chase you down. So I was gonna have someone dressed as Mogideon, which I think was gonna be Leigh-A chasing people around WatCon, like Scooby-Doo style, and then them like capturing her,
I
and then like going back away.
Poor Heather, like Avi's like, you're gonna figure out the logistics of this. And she's like, okay, wait, what am I doing? I'm like, I'm gonna use this costume until you tell me what I'm gonna do. We just never got around to it.
Heather, is that not a good description of our dynamic?
That's pretty good. It's pretty accurate.
Heather definitely like makes stuff happen. She's a miracle worker. But
So,
I challenge you guys to make that happen at MalkieriCon.
Heather is to you what Becky is to me because I do that to Becky sometimes. I'm like, Becky, I want to do this at the con. Go. And she's like, are you fucking asshole? Okay, fine.
If there's Heather's never seems to be upset. She seems to have incredible stamina with this too. Like every one of the things, she's like, okay. Yeah.
Well, that's this community in general, though. Like, somebody throws out an idea, and there are no naysayers. There are some people like there might be considerations, but we can make this work.
Yeah. There's considerations, but why not shoot for the
yeah?
stars?
They're like, well, we'll try to make this work somehow.
Yeah.
This one, the tub thumping was just hard to put because there was too many things I wanted to do. Too many people I wanted to talk to plan it, and I wish I'd thought of it not a week before. Like I might have actually like better planned it because I wouldn't have wanted to spend more than a couple hours on it.
Well, and also you didn't know anybody was gonna dress up as Moggy, so and I just happened to.
I did though. I think.
You did?
I just don't remember.
We can plan it. We can get it sorted for next year, Avi.
Anyways,
we'll make it a plan.
Anyways,
all right. Your final question, because we are running long. You're on summer break from school, Avi. What are you doing with all your free time?
Clearly. And these are all for me. These are like specifically for me.
Yeah,
Okay,
we wrote these specifically for you, yeah.
But you don't want me to go long. You want me to be quick about it.
Do whatever you do, babe. Do whatever.
You do.
Okay,
You.
so I got
It's already going long, so you know.
Okay. Got sick. Went to Florida, which is great, but was still sick. Was still coughing, asthma, reflux. Went to a student's wedding. Went to WatCon. Went to a murder mystery party, where we also made up another Watt Idol entry. So many did 3 other Watt Idol entries with people at WatCon. One of which was Priyanka Bose. Then came home, went straight from the airport to the ceremony where we got our Emmy, and then came home, and I have been doing curriculum writing for a new music technology curriculum for our county, and now just hanging out with people and clearly procrastinating making my own Watt Idol entry by working on everyone else's. And then listened to a book in 3 days, and then did the Tootsie Roll Pop bite of a third of it. A 1, a 2, chapter 30. Chapters 48 through 50.
I do love
Amazing.
how literal that was. That's perfect. Amazing. I think it's safe to say that Avi has faced the spear and survived. And
Oh yeah.
Sure. You just get to decide that, huh?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Chat, am I wrong, chat?
Did anybody else catch that Avi just said that Priyanka posted What Idol parody? Did anyone
Do you not know this yet, Melindhra?
catch that?
Because she doesn't read what I write in the channel.
I don't know how to read. I'm a
Did I not
Shido.
talk about it in the witches chat? I may not have.
I don't know. I suppose we could just play it.
Yeah,
Can we
let's
do
do
that?
it. Do
Question
it.
was, you have such a cool tone, and there's no way you do. If you were to do a song, if you were to pick a song to parody, and you were really just trying to have like mad fun with it, to really surprise people, what song might you pick?
A parody would be so fun, but I would never be able to like write the parody. If it's written, I would sing it. I would never be able to like write the parody. If it's written, I would sing it. But what song? I gravitate towards during my karaoke all the 90s stuff I've grown up with. So there's like the power of love and so passionate, and then there's
Annie Forsaken hits the note or the pattern, the speech pattern, and Annie Forsaken.
I was on the opposite side of the table. I contributed one line.
You recorded that.
Somewhere out in the blind, you know of a fight, and in my bed I will bite. Feel my power of love. These arrows have me
That's incredible. Also, whoever made that logo for season 6 is killing it. That's amazing.
Lauren. That's Lauren.
Yeah,
my
Lauren,
God.
refresh that. That's so good.
Wow.
I did say there was a musical sneak peek, everybody. It's amazing. That is amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, chat is
It's wild. I have
quite
more
right
stories
going on.
if you have time for them relating to it.
Do we have time?
We always have time.
You got 5 minutes. Go.
Okay. For what it's worth, I specifically held them away from Matt Hatch yesterday. Saved them for you.
Oh, I didn't realize you were on Dusty last night. That's cool.
Yeah, and I specifically was like, I can't tell these yet because I promised the full scoop to Threefold. So,
I'm in the planning committee. I was like, selfishly, we could do it but we could totally do it on the Dusty Wheel, but I also want to just do it on Threefold Talk. And they're like, okay, cool, like you're doing the work. I was like, okay, thanks.
Sucks to being in charge, people.
I'm the roof mister for a fucking reason.
Also, if you only do one show a year, you don't get to do big reveals anymore. You just come on and hang.
Exactly. Yes.
Right? If you're keeping the spirit alive for everybody, you get to do it.
Anyways, Abby only has 5
Abby.
minutes. We're eating up his 5 minutes.
Okay, well, you saw the first part of it, which was the question, and then us doing it. And we were all like, will this happen? Also, Leah was the one that filmed the footage of the three of us, and then like sent us like, here, this is you guys. And then I was like, I'm pretty sure we have, because Heather was in the room recording. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Also, they were getting escalating louder as they kept singing, and so they were like starting. That was quiet, but then they were just like full on belting.
Well, you have to know if it's gonna sound good belted. You don't do that? Doesn't everyone do that?
No, you guys were just naturally getting louder. It wasn't. Anyways.
So my favorite way to write and or make beats or like anything in the music process. I mean, Bob, you and I did this last winter storage together. Is I so much more enjoy doing it with someone else because. Or multiple people, or have an audience.
Always better when you do it with someone else versus doing it alone, folks.
I mean, both are good options.
There's the reveal. So we time. But because you can get that like real sense of, is this working? Is this not working? And like you can like kind of vibe off that energy. So we were writing it, and of course she comes down to do her next panel. So like I think the opening ceremonies ended at like 12, and between like 12 and like 2 or something, we were writing, maybe even 3 or 4. But so she comes down to do her panel, and I'm like, she's just walking by.
Meg is escorting her, so like
Meg was doing water duties
for being amazing.
They were her waters for the weekend.
Yeah. And I was like, Priyanka, and she like didn't turn. I was like, Priyanka, we wrote this song. And she's like, what? And then she like got ushered. She kept walking. So I was like, I don't know if she really heard me. I don't know if I just yelled at her. Like,
no, she was excited, but then she kept walking. We're just like, we were joking. He was like, yeah, she just basically told us off. Ha ha ha.
So later I was taking Narcissus up to my room to record, because it was like my thing throughout. You were there, right? You can vouch for that, Narcissus. We were. It was like my thing for the weekend is I wanted to record as many people who hadn't done an entry before. So I like brought a mic and stuff. And
awesome.
so he was coming up to my room, back to my place, and we get to the elevator. The elevator opens. It was either Meg or Jen is one of them, and Priyanka come out, and whichever Meg or Jen it was like, Priyanka has something she wants to tell you. And so Priyanka walks over to me and she says, hi, so I have a thing at 6:30, like a photo shoot or something. Could we do it then? And then could I just do like a couple lines because it's going to be kind of crazy? And I'm like, totally. Yeah, whatever. That sounds great. That's fine. And, I'm like a little disappointed, but also I'm like, who cares? I'm recording Priyanka Bose. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So we go up. Narcissus kills it on the vocals. You're going to love his entry. It's fantastic. And then we come back down, and Heather and I go set up the mic in this the room next to the snack room that Salt had been using for equipment and stuff. And so we start recording like as we're waiting, because it's like 6:30 now, and then it's like 6:35. And we're like, oh, she's still not here. So we start recording a take with Heather's voice to like put all the mixing in to make sure it's gonna like, we don't know how much time we're gonna have. We want to make sure we like make the most of it. And also, if we're just getting a couple lines, which couple lines are we gonna pick? Right. Yeah. So we wanted to get a sense of what would be the best to actually have her do. And then I get a text saying like, hey, actually, she's running late. We don't think she's going to make it. Maybe after dinner or tomorrow or something. So then dinner happens. And then after dinner, there's this amazing costume parade. And then Thirsty serenaded her and everyone and brought the house the fuck down. It was awesome. Everything about, I think we even had a reading from Kate,
Michael and Kate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a whole, we weren't done till like 10, And poor thing, Priyanka was like super jet lagged. She was getting like 1 to 3 hours a night of sleep because she had come straight from Mumbai pretty much.
Yeah.
And so so I get another text from them, and they're like, hey, actually we're thinking maybe tomorrow after the closing ceremony, because she's here till Monday. I'm like, she's here till Monday, the closing ceremony Sunday. I was like, maybe we're gonna get the whole thing. So sure enough, after the closing ceremony, she walks over, and at this point, like, several people are like, hey, can we tag along? And I was like, Heather and Kevin, of course, you guys were there the entire time. Tavir and Tavern was like, yeah, I want to come too. Anyway, so I was like, I'm hungry. I need to get a snack because I don't know how long this is going to last. And snacks are her thing. So I'm going to get So when I got a snack, I went to turn on the computer, and then I opened the door, and she's right there with everybody. I'm like, okay, I guess she was cool with everybody. So she walks in. I just met Dad Swain. Fun fact, Dad Swain are twins because we both did the same Taylor Swift parody my first year.
Yeah.
And we just met that morning. And he was like, oh, I forgot that we hadn't actually met before. And we hugged, we took pictures. It was fun. Anyway, so he was there. Narcissus was there. Thirsty was there. And Heather was there, and Kevin was there. 100 companions, and Tavir and Tavern. And so Heather kept filming all the shots. So that's where I was saying earlier, I was like, I'm getting ahead of myself, that we had the same shot that Leigh-A took. Also, Heather is one of the footages. I still haven't actually watched all the footages we have. And
there's a lot of video files. I remember you shared the file with me, and I was like, oh my god, there's so many recordings in here.
Yeah. And so then we start recording, and you could tell she's tired, and she's like, you know what I mean? Like, she's been giving her all, and she was such a fantastic guest star for the conference. Like,
she's a boss.
She did Wild Ones. She was amazing. Mm-hmm. But like, you can tell, like, again, she's not getting enough sleep. Like, I felt bad. I was like, I really don't want to ask more from her than she's like willing to commit. So she's like, all right, let's do this. And so we start recording, and the first time I play it back, she looks at me and she says, I sound fabulous. And I was like, it was time well spent doing all that, like the pre-effects and stuff, because she's like, wow. And you could tell there was like a flip. She's like, all right, I'm in. We're doing this. And so she started, you saw her like divaing, like she was texting Taylor, and she's like, I just texted Taylor, and he said, you're living for this, sis. And she was, and at one point I asked her, I was like, so do we want to make this a tradition? She's like, can we? So maybe this will be other thing. She's like, I'm asking Taylor if he'll do a duet with me next time. And when I
I love that, because Taylor's the one person who can't sing in the show, right?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I heard that was this discussion came up.
Rob, when we can't sing, what do we do?
We rap.
We rap. Oh my god, I'm gonna get Taylor to do a rap with me. Oh my god, yes, I'm gonna sort that out. I'm gonna bug the shit out of that man and be like, you need to be free to
do it. You should have them do Monster.
Monster? Oh my!
I'm friends
with.
Okay,
so we will plan this for next year. We will plan this. We're not doing next year planning right now. I love you guys.
Well, this doesn't have to be next year. It could be MalkieriCon. Hey, anyway, so they definitely so she's really into it. She seems to want to come. When I told staff about this, they're like, I don't know if we can afford both of them. They're like, one of them's gonna have to pay for a ticket. But anyway, it was a blast. Oh, so I asked her, can we submit this on your behalf to What Idol? And she's like, yeah, go for it. Apparently her daughter is a fantastic singer. I clipped some of her answer just to make it like the story nice and tight. Oh yes, Heather's reminding me. Thirsty was phenomenal. Like, I mean, you know, we all know Thirsty can sing, but Thirsty could coach. Mm-hmm. So there were a few parts that were like really that like it's a hard song. It's a ballad. Also, I probably should have gone in a slightly different key. There were some of the higher notes were like definitely like, so Thirsty was like, all right, do this, and it'll help like make sure you're riding on top of the note and stuff. And like I was learning stuff. We were all learning stuff from Thirsty. Thirsty was like holding court and like teaching. And so she actually followed Thirsty on, I don't know if because of that, but followed Thirsty on Instagram. Before he had followed her. It was yeah, it was amazing.
I remember
And-
I spent at least an hour with Thirsty when he came to MalkieriCon chatting. He was like getting prepped for the evening because he was going to do like he was just like dressing up for the for the evening party sort of thing. And he's sitting there and he's putting his makeup on and stuff. And I just chatted to him for like an hour. And like
he's awesome.
He's an incredible singer and performer in this and the other. But like the knowledge,
cool story too.
Cool story, and the technical stuff of everything that he does to run everything that he does, because he doesn't just go out and perform. Like he's the guy setting it up and running everything and like managing everybody else. You know, it's his, and it was just like it was a very fascinating conversation.
100%. And Scout
has a lot of knowledge.
So Thirsty and I ended up being roommates at the Murder House.
Oh, I love
that. So we're now become quite close. It was actually very sweet. I've been. So afterwards, because he also used Pro Tools, and we were like collaborating on mixing the Priyanka song as well as what we worked on for Murder House. We have a Murder House entry, a group entry.
Love it. I love it.
But so afterward, he messaged. He's like, "All right, so what plugins do you use?" And I'm gonna send you the plugins I use, and then we both have to get both of them. And I was like, "Wait, I like the sound of this. This sounds like there's going to be more collaboration between us." And he's like, "Honey, if you thought you were getting away from me that easy, you were sorely mistaken."
Amazing.
And I was like, I've never been the one to be collected. I'm usually telling people they can't run away from me.
So real quick, let's do a little bit of What Idol promo. And so the website is up and running, and actually submissions are actually open and available, and we already have one submission. So yay for people who are not in different.
Did we lose Leigh-A for a moment there?
I think we have lost Leigh-A.
Crap, am I back?
Oh, I think you're back now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your internet tweaked out, I think.
Yeah, so I think the pattern just sort of stepped in there when you tried to trash talk me and Kev. So if you carry on from the point after that, you might be okay.
Yeah, so submissions are open. Like I said, we have one.
Avi, you're muted. Oh, okay.
He's doing something on my job.
Okay, so the submissions are a little different this year. So they're a little bit more interactive to help us with cataloging, and so there's questions like who is this, who are the POVs, what are the topics. So it helps us check the spoiler level, also put into buckets for later, because people are always asking like, oh, is there a parent entry? It's like, yes, there are 67 parent entries. So it helps us with those types of things. Those are optional because we know that we do understand that creating these videos are very intensive. But also we're hoping that if you help us with those tags, it'll make it a little bit more accessible for people in the future. So if you have questions about either the submission forms or collaboration, as Rapunzel said earlier in chat, so we have an entire Discord channel that you can go to do collaboration. So we do have an entire collaboration category this year. So there are individual entries, and then there's a larger group of collaboration. We will have multiple prizes for various ones, including new participants. So if you've never participated in What Idol before, there's a category on that submission form that you can check that will let us know that you're going to be entering into this new category. It'll also get you a little extra bonus points for the whole big overall award. But anyways, questions.
Well, specifically like out of because of the math, because the amount of votes you get across the categories goes towards putting you into the final run.
Mm-hmm.
And since only first-time participants can be in that first category, that's why it's like a little bonus. It's not like an unfair thing. It's just how the numbers work type of thing.
Yep. So everything is on the website, and then if you have questions, go to the Discord, and we will get those links put into the chat. But yeah,
Brilliant.
Should we talk about these books?
Yes, we're literally an hour into the show. We haven't touched the books yet. So let's talk about these books because these are killer chapters.
They're so fun.
Oh, it's about touching with you.
Wow.
Touching these books. Sorry. Wow. Just don't touch the placentamon. That's what we learned.
Yes, please don't touch the placentamon.
I mean, yeah.
Or do.
No, don't. Are we gonna do the intro while so I don't have to keep doing this?
Keep
No,
stroking.
I just it's quite entertaining to see.
Stroke your book some more.
Yeah.
Stroke it.
Stroke that. Oh boy.
Can you just play the fucking intro?
No touching my placentamon. It is a beautiful intro. Okay.
Made by Avi and Heather. Yeah.
Yes, made by Avi and Heather.
First time Avi's been on while we played that.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I knew, but I didn't. It's been a long time, so I hadn't read it yet.
Oh.
It hits harder once you've read it,
right?
Yeah.
It's
well, most
really
of it.
Good. It's really well done.
All right. We need the beautiful dulcet tones of Oliver's ears to give us our recap. So let's play this.
Threefold Talk, covering The Expanse by James S.A. Corey. Book
Is that loud enough?
Leviathan Wakes. Summary of chapters
A
48.
bit louder.
In our last
As loud as
episode,
I can get it.
Holden and Naomi go from sickly sweet lovers to badass thugs. Miller preps for a rendezvous with Eros. Chapter 48. Miller. Unable to keep Julie out of his mind as he listens to the Eros feed, Miller decides he'll stay on Eros after setting the nukes. With a 50-yard line seat to watch the Naboo hit, Miller is amazed to see it suddenly veer away. "Don't you effing touch me," says Eros. Chapter 49. Holden. Well, according to Amos, holy shit. Eros quickly jumps 200 kilometers out of the Naboo's path. Fun techno babble between Amos and Naomi regarding how much energy must have been used follows. Eros starts to fly away on its own with the Rocinante in pursuit. Holden invites the Earth Corvette to join the fun. Fred says he'll talk to the Inners about this extraordinary turn of events. And Holden discovers Miller decided to take the ride of his life. Chapter 50. Miller. After telling Holden no to a rescue, Miller, feeling euphoric, sees himself as a giant or as a tick on an alien dog. He wonders if the universe had a plan for him to be on Eros. Julie thinks that would be nice. Miller frees up and drags a nuke onto Eros.
Aw.
Thank
you,
Oliver, for that.
Overseers.
Yes. Following the recap, we'll play the outro. The actual chat discussion will take place in the part 2 of this episode next week. I mean, yeah. Imagine if we did that to the Charlies, where we're like, okay, we don't actually have time to talk about these chapters, so it'll happen next week. I think the Charlies would hate us.
Nah, we're talking about them. We got to.
We are.
A great recap. Thank you, Overseers. Yeah. So yeah.
This can be summarized. I put a GIF into the into the server as well as into the Threefold Talk chat when I had finished reading these chapters, and it is the scene of and it felt super fitting as well, especially because of his passing recently, Sam Neill, God bless him. It was the scene where he first sees the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, and he sort of turns and the glasses come off, and he just like, what? Because that's how I felt when I'm like, the fucking planet-sized spaceship space station thing, just like, what?
Yeah. It made me think of the X-Men island that's also a mutant.
Yes.
Krakatoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still stand by. They remind me so much of the Phalanx from the X-Men series. Also, they're like a techno virus type.
I just really wanted to understand the propulsion, how that worked. Like, just from the insides, did you just like? I kind of imagined Placentamon was like inside of a hamster ball, or like Rocky.
Oh, but they have tubes,
just,
right?
Like, ran into ran itself into the side.
It basically just jumped. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it can't just jump. It's space. You have to have physics laws and stuff. And they did say that the laws of physics still applied. So I assumed it physically just put enough mass.
Didn't they say there were little gas pockets flying out?
I thought that was from
later.
mini asteroids punching holes in things.
Yeah, that was in the second Miller chapter after the
Yeah. But I was like, how is this? How is it moving? Like, I wanted to know how it was moving. And we didn't get that. We just got every shock.
Yeah, the way that it just sort of jumped sideways without anybody noticing really until the Nauvoo drove past, like Miller not even feeling it. I was like, this felt like it felt very magical. Folded space, Ambrose's putting in chat. Yeah, it felt like the what's that stupid drive from Star Trek Discovery, where it just literally the spore drive. It almost felt like the spore drive, where it just kind of was there and now it's here. But it happened so fast that you couldn't tell that you'd done it, and they couldn't tell it had moved. It was, I don't know, it was like space. It stretched space is what it felt like, actually.
Yeah,
like it just sort of stretched the path in front of the Nauvoo, and Nauvoo carried on doing its direction, but because space got stretched, that direction ended up going past. It's kind of what it felt like.
Well, and
that's delta T equals delta H minus T delta S.
Yeah.
So delta G equals delta H minus T delta S, and the temperature change, that was a little entropy thing.
Right.
And it increased by 2 degrees, which is the T delta S.
And Naomi did all that math in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Instantaneously. Like, and Amos is amazing. Like, we've talked in previous episodes about Amos is what we consider these days an actual rocket scientist. A rocket scientist. So he's dealing with the fusion reactors on a daily basis. So, and even him, he's like, yeah, I'm trying to do this math. I'm trying to understand. Yeah.
Okay,
so
you know how like a ballerina, like the ballerina ice skater thing, like if they bring stuff closer to their chest, they spin faster and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they can
spin faster. It literally jumps.
No. But
it's spin jumped.
Yeah, and it's technically still orbiting because, like, in space, we're moving really fast right now, right?
So I would say it doesn't spin faster because Miller doesn't recognize, because he's on the rotating surface of it, so he's not seeing the stars move. So it's still negligible. So it's still doing something like weird. Very interesting. Yeah. So there's a lot of people, there's entire forums that talk about the science.
I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. That's where I immediately went. I was like, the how.
The forums. Yeah.
Oh, there's forums.
I was walking the dog while I was listening.
I have to go to the forums. But in my head, I was like, how?
What I said that was dirty. Are you calling my chemistry talk dirty, Dana Luhu?
Yeah, I think talking chemistry talk was
She's
dirty.
getting excited by your chemistry.
You like when I talk Kelvin?
It's hot shit.
And so Mies did the wait, where did it go? What chapter are we on? So they were talking about where did it go?
So I thought while you're finding it, I had thought that because the way when they described that, like the reason he knew they had moved was because the sky looks different.
Mhm.
I thought at first that they were saying that that the Placentamon was also in the other stars and had done something to like increase the gravity of one of the other stars that then pulled it. And so like that's what I thought that they were describing when they were looking at the star at the sky at first. And then I realized that he was just saying that to say, oh, we moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I very quickly realized that I do not have the capacity to understand the science behind how it moved. So it very much like moved from that line between science and magic, which is basically just unexplained science. Let's be honest.
Well, they said that too.
Yeah, it just crested into that side for me. So my brain was like, okay, we don't have to actually understand how it did it. We can understand the effects instead. So then in my brain, it became, well, that's now a magic spaceship.
Well, and I do appreciate that.
I treat it as instead of like a space station full of Placentamon, it then to me was just like the entire space station was just an entity. Like it became sentient by itself, like a singular object type thing. Is kind of how it felt for me after that.
And that's what I appreciate about the discussion that Naomi and Amos have as they're trying to do the math. And meanwhile, Holden's being kind of a fucking dick. But and then he's like, wait, something just clued in, like that's important, like what they're saying. And like, and Naomi's like, yes, it's still putting out heat, like it's doing things that we don't expect, but it like their physics still exists. It's not breaking the rules of physics as we know it. And I think that's the authors kind of giving a big hand wave as like, this is advanced technology somehow that we literally don't know how it's going to work, like especially in like they're doing like regrowing limbs, and they're already doing advanced shit these days that we hypothetically think can happen. So and then this is a leap forward from even that understanding of technology. So putting it in like, yes, hand wave, this is not magic, like physics still exists, but it's just something that we don't understand and we don't know how it works.
Well, aren't they like the internet because they're like full of tubes?
No. Sure.
Made of tubes.
Sure. Yeah.
Made of tubes.
Well, I was wondering if the tubes could have something to do with it. That like if they can tube stuff, or maybe they change the mass of like one side of the station that then causes it to like lopside or rotate, or like.
I'm going with my hamster ball theory.
I love the hamster ball theory.
Ran into the side and just shoved it.
Yeah, I think that's like, yeah.
That's what I'm going with. And so then when Miller actually gets inside and sees what happens, it's just going to be like Placentamon like galloping, and the whole like series is just going to get
spinning.
faster. Arrows is just going to get faster and faster and faster, and that's what he's going to see. He's going to see the hamster ball running towards Earth.
So there's Spud's artwork inspiration. Placentamon in a
potato, because remember, Heroes is a potato.
Placentamon in a Project Hail Mary Rocky style hamster ball running around Eros.
Amaze.
Yes. It's shaped like a potato.
That's what's happening.
Amaze.
That's what I've decided.
Amaze.
I'm just still waiting for confirmation of that. Wait, it's my theory.
It's
official. I swear on the stabby that Placentamon is a hamster inside of Arrow's potato, galloping at full force.
Have you heard people say that?
Puppies ran to the port side.
Have you heard people say that like For All Mankind is like a prequel to Expanse?
Yes.
And I feel like Expanse is like a prequel to Project Hail Mary.
Yes, we've had this discussion actually, that they're in the kind of the same universe.
I need to go back and watch all of the Expanse episodes of Foldies now, because now that I've immersed myself
in some incredible theology that has evolved and some beautiful stories. And also, you've missed a hell of a lot of beautiful artwork.
Yes, I will agree with that.
That's his way.
Not to gross out Leigh-A completely, but I really do like the vomit theory. Because vomit is pretty forceful on its own, right? Like, you think if you can coordinate like the mental capacity of all the vomit zombies to like projectile vomit at once, you could get quite an amount of thrust out of that. I think that is also a potential theory. I like my hamster ball theory more because it entertains me, but the projectile vomiting as propulsion also works.
Vomit actually doesn't gross me out. So.
Oh, you just vomit for vomit's sake. I mean, I was just,
So if I'm drinking a whole bunch of gross shit, I'm gonna vomit.
So what I'm hearing is that when we have Expanse Idol, someone needs to redo the scene from Pitch Perfect where she vomits, but adds placentamon.
That would probably be me.
Inside of the potato.
I saw the sign and it opened.
Yeah.
Or I saw Navoo and it opened up. I
hate all of you right now.
And this is, I mean, I think you have to sing it just like you have to sing it in this beautiful tone.
Here I come to F your day. Placentamon is on the way. Placentamon.
Like that.
Was that Heather?
Yeah.
That's Heather.
I mean,
Love
it's very
that.
close to Anna Kemp's voice. It's close.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta sing it in that beautiful tone there, folks. Because that's how Placentamon sounds. Placentamon sounds that beautiful. So
That's what the feed out of Eros sounds like.
mhm.
R. It's gonna
There
be
you
good.
go.
Ooh. Art.
Good vocals.
Art.
Art. Trying to do
man,
my
yeah,
Heather. I can't.
This
not
is
her.
just a crazy set of chapters. Like I was very blown away by it.
So can we go back? We've talked a little bit about the chapter. So what were you guys' impressions as you're like going through these chapters? Because there's like not a lot happens, but a lot happens.
Are you kidding?
I mean, not a lot, but a lot. All at the same
Eros comes to life and starts hurtling through the solar system.
Yeah,
at basically exponential speeds.
that's
But we also
exponential
just
acceleration.
That's kind of
Well-
it that happens. I
So
mean,
I'm definitely like driven by the will they won't they, and like Naomi and Holden happened in the last chat.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying no one fucked the asteroid yet.
Oh my god.
Or maybe they did. Maybe that was the hamster wheeling.
I mean, they did.
All the placentamon
mount
just
it.
like
They mounted it and
Just
they
like
attached a bunch
mounted
of
one
toys
side.
to it.
yeah.
well, Naming
And-
Holden didn't do that. That was
Maybe it was
Miller.
maybe
That's
it
what
was
I'm
a butt.
saying. Miller has mounted the asteroid,
Miller
and then Miller has
fully
penetrated the
sunk,
asteroid.
yes.
Space butt rock.
Yeah.
He's in the process of penetration.
Basically.
He hasn't
It's a
fully
space butt rock.
I mean, he opened the doors and he took
He's
a
in the process. He's in the process
long-
of penetration.
narrow tube full of things that can explode out of it into the midst,
Mhm.
into the center of Placentamon. I feel like we're real close to what Abby's going for here already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then a
we all
lot
know
happened in this chapter.
It's about
I also noted that somehow in the midst of all of this, like the war kind of pause. Did you like they just like kind of like casually mentioned? Everybody was like, maybe we won't blow each other up just now. I was a little confused because it seemed like all the ships were coming to Eros at the end, right?
Well,
then-
so that was Naomi's assessment, and I don't know if it was hyperbole when Holden was like, "How many ships are coming to us?"
And she was
and
like,
she says, "All the
of
ships."
them.
Um,
All of them.
And yeah, so we fast forward probably a couple of days to the Miller chapter, which is our first chapter. And as he's standing there on Arrows watching his fellow OPA agents set these bombs. He's going back and forth between listening to the news feeds where we get the news about Protogen, which I think that's kind of important.
It's a big deal. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
happened. Like Protogen got exposed, and
it wasn't Holden.
And they went through all the
And it wasn't
stages of
Holden.
denial. You know, very familiar.
It's so familiar. That's part of where I was like, it doesn't hit as hard because it's like it's every day.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I think if we'd read this like 15 years ago, it'd be like, oh wow, okay,
Wow, I can't
It's
believe
like,
a
wow, so
government would talk
dramatic.
like that.
that's
Wow.
what we're choosing.
Yeah.
And now we're just
I'm-
like,
and I'm like,
well, that's
Tuesday
like,
morning.
Evil technical
I'm-
corporation.
I was like,
and
that
doing
happened
evil
twice
technical
already today,
corporation
you
thing.
know? So yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, this read of has been very different because of real world circumstances and
Yeah.
people who are full spoilers, like don't spoil, but like just let me know if like you agree that this reread has been like, wow, okay, a little bit too close to home. Like this isn't fiction anymore.
I mean, even as a first time reader, it's felt like that for sure.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
like,
agree.
all of this feels uncomfortably real.
Yeah, well, and before it, like it was fiction. It was just it was
puppy.
like, things that were
We have puppy cam.
case.
Puppy cam.
I love
Yeah. Yeah. So like the Protogen denial series of denials, they're experimenting with what denial is going to stick, is getting the right the PRness of it all.
But
And
it seems like it's slowing everything down. So
Yeah.
like the war has slowed
Literally.
down, and like in the ships like attempting to race to wherever they're attempting to race to are all slowing down.
Yeah,
which
literally slowing down
makes it. And Miller even says it gives us breathing room.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but it also gives Eros room to make crazy decisions that amp everything back up again, right? Like people they paused and then
But what about Eros talking? Didn't Eros talk? Didn't we hear that?
yeah, don't
well,
fucking
they're,
touch me.
it's the constant feed from the Protogen. They set up all these monitoring stations that were doing the data feeds that were going to that station. And so what Tycho started publicly releasing was the audio feed. And so that's what Miller's listening to. That's the radio free Eros free radio. Yeah. So it's
yeah, but
basically,
it literally said, "Don't you fucking touch me."
it said, "Don't you fucking touch me," and then jumped.
Yeah. So that felt like that was the first, like, because I had postulated that Eros was like learning how to communicate,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
Like
you did.
parsing all of that stuff, and I
Mhm.
feel like this, like, and Miller even digs into it. It like it gets stuck on a word and is like noodling over a word, like
Well, and he even thinks
like-
at some point like there's Morse code in there.
yeah, like trying to figure it out. And so, and then all of a sudden it takes this big intellectual synaptic leap forward into communicating what it wants in the language that we understand. And I thought that was it was almost like learning to channel, right?
Yeah.
It was almost like Nynaeve's, like, you know, whatever, however people, you know, the explosive use of the one power for the first time
Mhm.
when you're in a life or death situation. It was like that. That's what it reminded me of. Is
Yeah, to me, it kind of came across like it was building a million tiny little components of, I suppose, like a processing system or a brain or whatever. And then suddenly it got like the last one built and just, you know, like touching magnets in a line that aren't actually touching, but nudging them close together, that they all click together. Like that stupid game people see with the stones that are all magnetic or whatever. It then just felt like, okay, the last one is built. Let's turn them all on collectively now. And then suddenly it went from, tiny little 1 kilobyte processors to now we have 10 terabytes of processing in one go because we've turned them all together. It just felt like it was a huge exponential leap, but it in my head it sort of felt like all those different words it was noodling on and different types of things it was stuck on. To me, it was like, okay, let's work out what this means. Okay, great, file that over there. This and that. Oh, we've processed every single bit we can. Now let's just turn them all on at once. It was like I don't know, it was something stupid, like it was testing all the light switches in the house, to see how they worked individually, and then went to one big main switch that turned all the lights on at once. And so like an individual light switch in a house looks like, oh, that bit of the house is lit up now, this bit of the house lit up, but if you hit all of them at one go, the house looks very different straight away, like it's shining very bright. It's kind of just how it went for me. It was definitely a big leap, but it was really cool. I've got to be honest. I was like, and I think that's what made me think of it as like Eros as an entity itself, rather than a space station full of whatever you want to describe, the vomit zombies, placentamons, whatever you want to describe them as, like multiple tiny beings. It felt like it became a huge, giant, singular being. And now we have a new video feed from Avi coming in. Hey, Avi of the dog sitting.
Hey, sorry, the dog was I'm dog sitting for my sister-in-law who lives with us, and he was looking up at me like he really had to go out. And now in the basement.
Now in the basement. We were discussing the giant step between incoherence and nothing to suddenly being very, very knowledgeable and able to communicate and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, and Amis wrote a question about they talk about the changes in voices, music, latching on to specific words. Do you guys have a thought about why that might happen, or is it just the evolution of Eros? Or
I like Miller's theory that it was just learning to talk, processing language, but in a very, because who says that you have to learn language the way we learn? You don't get to sit there and learn vowels and nouns and adjectives and all those different phrases and masculine, feminine words. That's maybe they're just like stuck on a word, going through all the collective memories from the people they've absorbed to really understand that word before they move on to the next one. And then at the end,
didn't they say help me in like the very first chapter?
I think that was the captain. I don't think that was Placentamon. I think that was still the captain.
Justice for Derek.
But hear me out. If it was Placentamon was trying to reach more people. So it could have been like, help me. Like I'm at the controls of the ship. Help me get to more people.
I guess that's true. It could be. I never.
And Julie was sort of the one that took them to Eris, where there was more people.
Now you're gonna make me think that Placentamon is actually a persecuted life form that has escaped from greater beings somewhere else in the universe and is now just trying to get away. And that's why it's run away from the Navoo and like, don't you fucking touch me, because Odo in DS9 being experimented on when he was just a goop baby.
Oh, why would you bring that up?
Placentamon is an escaped laboratory, not experiment, but like a creature that got put into a laboratory and experimented on and has escaped from these great beings and is now just trying to there we go. Like just trying to find somewhere to
just trying to find a place to live.
Yeah. And now I'm getting out the prediction dagger, okay? Placentamon is an innocent, escaped laboratory creature. He's just trying to find somewhere to live and exist and be. And unfortunately, he does have to process other human beings, other life forms to exist. Yeah.
It's creepy.
Abby just really flipped this story on its head, and that's not a stitch. I need to do a stitch.
This is my family.
So I don't want this in person. We'll have to do stitches together because our Hanan is family. And you said the next part.
Family. Nobody gets left behind, Orphan God.
I know I'm laughing too much.
Nobody.
No! All right, I got.
This is gonna be our longest show ever. This is gonna be. We're just hands down. It's gonna be the longest show ever. I hope nobody has anything to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or today.
Okay.
Depending on what time zone we're in.
Let's ask us another question, Leigh-A, then give us no more questions.
Well, so I'm gonna kind of bring the mood down a little bit. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Miller's mental mind state and.
Oh, you mean like laying without an eye need?
No, talking about the past couple of episodes we definitely postulated about like his mental health and where he's going, and so I'm actually going to caveat. So again, this is definitely going to be a bringer downer. So I apologize to everybody for like flipping the switch on this. So Miller has definitely, as we've discussed before, like postulated that he's suicidal, and so now it's like kind of confirmed. And so this is kind of a hard topic for me because I've known 23 people who have killed themselves, and I've dealt with more than a handful of people who have called me, and this is why I have these tissues. Like that wasn't just coincidental. So these types of topics are hard for me, but I also think they're important to talk about. And I think the authors do a really good job of going through his mindset as he's leading up to this. And also with how he is communicating with people and people are communicating back with him. So in the first chapter, when he's still just kind of mulling over it, and then he's obviously made this decision to stay, but it isn't definitive until he's in that moment. And Diogo talks to him and is like, hey, like time for you to come up, Pampa. And Miller's like, I'm staying. And actually Amis put it so great in our notes, just that Diogo just doesn't comment back, says buona morte, and it's just so sad, and Miller repeats it back, and it's kind of this acknowledgement. And there's different interactions that Miller then has with Holden later, as well as Naomi. So I didn't know if you guys had thoughts about that or whatever.
To me, when I was reading that, I think we had been set up for this to be his decision. I don't think it caught me off guard where I'm reading like, oh, he's going to actually choose to stay and just, you know, for want of a better phrase, enjoy the fireworks and call it done and dusted. You know, it didn't feel like a surprising choice for him. I wouldn't say that he's been, you know, spent the last half a book sitting there being like, let me find a way to do this. It just kind of felt like the path had led him there and he'd gone, I'm okay with it, you know. But I did sit there and think like, you made me look and be like, well, you know, he lost his job, which is kind of how he defined himself. He lost his partner that he actually liked and got one he didn't like. Then he lost, you know, as I say, then lost his job. And kind of all he had then was to find out what happened to Julie. And then he lost Julie. Not that he ever kind of really had Julie, but, you know, in the sense that he was focused on trying to figure out what happened to her. And it kind of just felt like everything for him, he kind of lost along the way. And so he was just like, well, you know, I guess then it's done. It was quite sad. But I think he went to it with, like, you know, I don't think he was, I suppose sad isn't the right word. like I said, he kind of accepted, like, this is kind of where my life has led to, and he was okay about it. Like, there was acceptance. That's the word I'm going for. That's the one I couldn't find. There was a lot of acceptance for him to be like, this is just where it is. And Diogo kind of understood that. I think when he was talking to him, he's like, no, this is where this is my choice. I'm staying here. And he was just like, well, that's sad, but I understand that you're just making that choice, and I accept it, type thing. Like, it didn't feel like he got there through desperation or traumatic stuff. It was just kind of like, this is the path I've gone on, and I'm okay that it's gonna wrap up here, and I'm fine with that.
He to me, it didn't feel like he was written as someone who was struggling with depression necessarily.
He was in his own way.
He was written that way.
Well, and that's why I take not it. Yeah, because he did drink a lot, and then he found these little lifeboats to latch onto.
Yeah,
and then
each of his cases, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think in my opinion, this is just my opinion, the manifestation of Julie is kind of one of those last holdouts of like the person that he talks to, because he doesn't have anybody to talk to. So, and when he's gone through so much trauma and so much in his normal life, and that's not even including all the stuff that he's going through. Because,
when he first kills someone, and he's like, "Oh, people always told me what this is going to be like, and I did it." Yeah. And then he said the thing, because this is my time jump, because it was one of the last scenes that I had before I did the Tootsie Roll chomp. Where he was saying that it actually felt good to kill that person. It was kind of fun. Well, I don't know if fun's the right word. It was that it wasn't pain. Like, I wasn't feeling pain.
And he knew it was messed up.
Well, but because for that moment it was like he didn't feel. But to your point, if he was genuinely consistently feeling pain, if in that moment, because of the panic and anxiety and stress of it, he was having a sudden lapse of that feeling of pain.
Well, and also compartmentalization is such a big thing that people who go through trauma deal with. So you put it in this box and you just try to shove it down and push it away, but that's never a successful tactic, because you can't ever completely suppress those. As somebody who used to compartmentalize and still is not great about not doing that, this is why I'm still in therapy. But yeah, so I think he definitely compartmentalized, and
everybody
think he possibly was depressed.
Yeah, it did feel like as soon because sorry, Mel, I'll let you go. Oh,
it's okay. Go ahead.
It did feel like his mission was okay. We're getting rid of Cinnamon, and so Julie's avenged, so to speak, and then the problem is fixed and solved. So now I can that's my job done. This is fine. It did feel a little bit like as soon as Cinnamon did what it did and was just like, don't touch me. He's like, oh, the job's not finished. We need to get it finished before I can finish, so to speak. So it wasn't a case of the guy does, there's obviously depression and other things going on with him, but it definitely felt like if he had a mission in life, he'd be like, well, I'm not making this choice just yet, because there's things to do. My to-do list is not complete. And as long as there's things on the to-do list, I'm going to stick around. But once the to-do list is done, I'm I'm fine with, kind of checking. I'm not trying to trivialize that. I mean, the acceptance is there because he's like, well, I've done all my missions. All my to-do list is complete, and this one turned out very quickly to not be complete. He's like, well, actually, we got to fix it. It kind of felt like he was instantly in that let's fix it vibe. And then he was probably going to go back to it. And Mel, how did you feel about it all?
So I was struck by a couple things. One, it made me think a little bit about assisted suicide, or however the medical term is, right? Mm-hmm. It made me think about, because he's terminally ill. He's got a cancer that if he doesn't continue working in a job that he doesn't necessarily love, but it feels like he has to do it, Like he won't be able to have the medicine he needs to like live, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost like, I mean, yes, I agree 100% that he was suicidal and depressed, but he also like took an active control of the end of his life in a way that he thought was it within his choice. Like he chose the way he wanted to go out rather than dealing with all of the unknowns of trying to figure out how to survive being terminally ill without any sort of infrastructure support system whatsoever, right? Because he doesn't have one. So it struck me a little bit about that, and a little bit, and the reason I'm saying that is because I feel like the way that a lot of the other characters reacted to that was in acknowledgement of the reality of that bigger picture for the people in the belt specifically, right? Like Diogo said, good death, you know, and Naomi just accepted it, and it was almost like the only person who really pushed back was the person who didn't really understand what it's like, and that was Holden, right? And everybody else accepted that he should be allowed to have his own agency over the way that he chooses to go out. So I thought, from one sense, I thought that was kind of a beautiful, interesting look into the way that it's a different way of dealing with death and actively choosing to die than we do. And I think but like as a reader, like I don't really, I have not airlocked him. I've airlocked so many people, and I've not airlocked Miller because I feel like he has a whole bunch of plot armor, and if he actually is going out, I'm gonna be really sad because I'm gonna miss him as a character. I'm gonna miss seeing him as a character. And I'm still not airlocking Miller. Okay. So I'm not gonna choose to believe that he's gone until he's gone, you know? Yeah. Because I feel like plot armor could come back and rescue him at any point. But I feel like I thought it was, if he was gonna go out, like I was glad that he got to do it where he got to do it, you know? Yeah. If he was going to make that decision.
Yeah. Reading his POV in the second set of chapters in chapter 50, where the airlock wasn't cycling and he was like, oh my God, is this going to be it? I'm stuck in a torpedo tube. Yeah. I was just like, oh my God, let him out.
Yeah.
Or when he was talking about like his morbid humor, where he was like, oh, or am I gonna just die if this, or no, I'll be taking medicine for stomach medicine for my, or anti-cancer medicine for the rest of my life.
I got the alarm,
which is 3 hours.
Yeah. It was good fun doing that morbid humor. I'm a fan of morbid humor anyway. But as someone said in chat earlier, like death is a big part of being a belter. Like you could die at any time from like literally there's thin skins of metal between you and a vacuum. Where you would die a pretty horrible death. If you actually ever choose to look into the science of human body in a vacuum, it's not pretty. So accidents happen, like you say. They're very conscious about people. You screw with a lot of things, but don't screw with the air and don't screw with the water, because it's not something that it can be taken lightly. And so death is a very constant and very present friend for living in the belt, clearly. And so it doesn't surprise me, as you pointed out, Mel, that the people that understand belter life were like, gotcha. And the guy who didn't really understand belter life, Holden, was just like, but. That kind of felt like it was a very good, it was a very clear and very fitting way to show the difference between, the belters and inners.
I think there's a whole different story here for Holden, which is in the very beginning, Holden has all these people die, right? Who he didn't get to like he had Ida, was it reading? Ade reading in like, or breathing in his ear, and like, and all that stuff, and like he kept thinking like, oh man, like, oh, they died, and then the rest of his crew died. Like there's constantly like people that he cares about, and then he's like, I'm dying. I kept thinking that Alex died or Amos died. Like I kept thinking other people in his crew were dying, like during the scene with in the club.
Well, Shed
and so
died.
yeah, and so yeah, exactly. And so I feel like at this point he's thinking like, wait, I can actually talk to someone who's choosing this. Like this is, it's kind of a different. I'm wondering if this allows him to let go of like feeling like he's failed all of these other crewmates. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like this is a full circle that allows for Holden to stop like to kind of like the Lan and Rand parallels in Wheel of Time, where Rand is constantly trying to keep track of all the people he lost. And Lan is just like, you know what I mean? And then whereas Lan is like, oh, I'm just gonna walk into the Blight. And that's where I think of Miller as kind of like a Lan without an I Need. And I think of Holden as kind of a Rand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting.
I like that. That's a good analogy.
And let's be real, Miller's trying to sheathe the sword.
Yeah. And Miller doesn't like, if people die, Miller's like that sad and accepts it and moves on. Whereas Holden he holds on to it.
Well, and this is why, as somebody who's got the experience that I have, that I find these chapters interesting and heartbreaking, enlightening, and because like if you're not telling people what your intentions are, like obviously you're just gonna go do your thing. So it leaves everybody else wondering. And Miller just doesn't expect to have the, like, he has that one conversation with Diogo, and he's just like, he's kind of has a little anxiety about it, and Diogo says Buena Muerte, and Miller's like, oh thank God, like Buena Muerte, and like cuts off the comms, but then it doesn't happen, and so we have to have all these other conversations, which actually changes the scenario. So it goes from this like tragic character to this tragic heroic character who is now like, I'm in the position where I can actually help and do things, and Holden just like shut the fuck up. But he's already resigned himself, and those are two totally different things in my mind. So the person who's just resigned like to the fate that they've chosen for themselves, as opposed to the person who is in the situation where they can save the solar system.
Do you know about Contagion? Like suicide contagion? So my wife's a school psychologist, and so this is something that comes up. It actually came up.
Oh my gosh, I almost like wanted to call her earlier today and be like, can you come on the show too? Because I have questions.
Well, I'm dog sitting partially also because she's also not here. They're both in New York. But so suicide contagion. This was the big issue with 13 Reasons Why. The idea is, and it kind of touches a little bit on what you're talking about, is that when there's a suicide in a community and you draw attention to it, there is a significantly increased chance that other people in the community will also follow. There'll be more suicides, and they call this a cluster. And the idea is contagion. Very dark, but there's also school shooting contagion. It's also
mass shootings.
That if it happens in one, it becomes a thing that's more likely to happen again in the days that follow. Part of it is the idea. What you do is you're not supposed to draw attention to it. So this is where, like, you know, if someone dies, you don't say like how, you don't say like that. Oh, it was suicide. Because you don't want to draw attention to it. Because the other side is, if there's an impact, if there's something that happens as a result of the suicide, you know, it becomes all the more like almost like the hero's death. Like there's a like oh, but if I do it, then people will remember, you know, that kind of thing, and like then people will know, and then they'll feel sorry, or like that kind of thing. And so So it's interesting that we're talking about this in that context, that suddenly it's not as bad if he's doing this and saving the galaxy. And so it kind of touches on that same reason why the way we approach talking about suicide, especially for someone who's just, you know what I mean? Really, yeah.
Interesting. So it's almost like they're creating a scenario where it could happen again by turning him into a hero. But I guess the only people who know are,
in the books,
are Diogo and Holden and Naomi.
Well, initially it was only meant to be Diogo.
Right. Or it wasn't. I mean, I guess it wasn't even meant to be Diogo. Diogo
Well,
noticed. Diogo just noticed that he wasn't there.
Well, so,
like
someone was going to be like, "Hey, dude, you're still
Pick
on
up
the
time."
rock."
Yeah.
It happened to be Diogo, so one person was going to have, and Miller was bracing for that conversation, and then again, all the circumstances changed when the Nauvoo didn't hit Eros, and but Miller was also still resigned to that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do think one of the challenges about suicide is it is an act that the person who dies by suicide does to everybody else that they know as well, right? So that's one of the challenges of it is
it's not an isolated event.
It's not isolated, and it is an act that hurts other people always. And I do think, in a sense, based on the conversation that we're having, that the authors kind of take that reality away by turning Miller into a hero, right? The choice he's making, like the like, I mean, as much as I rag on Holden would torture himself if he knew that he had kicked Miller off his ship, and then Miller had gone and thought he had no other place to go, and then nothing else to do but to stay on Eros because he had no family left. Like Holden would further just like, but I think by Miller becoming a hero, sacrificing himself, some of that guilt can be assuaged from the people he leaves behind. So it's almost like a gentler.
It does become a gentler letdown. And well, I'll even say that I think in the second chapter, the second Miller chapter, chapter 50, after not getting killed by the Nauvoo, Miller's having these conversations with Holden and then Naomi, and those are two very different interactions. And Naomi, he just basically like plows through, doesn't let her talk because he's like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with like the conversation. Like, let's just stick to. So he's like over describing what he's going through, and he's still in that mind frame of like, look, it's just not even worth it. So like, I've already made my decision. Like, please talk Holden out of trying to come rescue me because Holden's gonna Holden. Which you like, I know we dish on Holden all the time, so we beat on him, but like he's still up until the end, he's still trying to figure out a way to rescue Miller, who he doesn't like.
We do rag on Holden. They had a falling out.
Yeah.
Okay, I did get that, but I didn't know if that was still because of the Dresden. He killed Dresden.
Yeah, because he killed Dresden. Yeah. So I know we do rag on Holden, but he does probably have more empathy than most other characters in this book. It feels like he has like a lot of empathy. He uses it quite often in a problematic way, or he focuses on it, but like, there is.
I think it's narcissism, not empathy. But okay, keep going.
Oh, there's elements.
It could be both. It could be both.
Stab.
There could be this.
This is me on Holden pretty much every episode.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Occasionally, from time to time, I'm like, I'm gonna give credit.
Favorite character is Holden. Absolute favorite character.
Now
I like Naomi actually.
I'm going to give Holden a little bit of credit here, but most of the time I'm like also on the Holden hate train. But I was like, when you think about how the characters think about like the rest of
he's the
rest of
Cyclops.
Dalton.
He's like the goody two shoes who thinks he's the main character.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
And
I
don't know totally what he brings to a team except self-righteousness.
I think he's the because you get two types of narcissist in my experience anyway. I'm not a clinicist or anything, scientist or anything like that, but you get the narcissists who like they know they're a narcissist and they're like this. It's all about me, and then you get the oblivious ones that think they're actually being a good person and think they're caring about everyone else, and then they are just narcissistic through it type thing instead. Like it's like you don't know, and that doesn't make it better, but it does give you a little bit more like you're so oblivious. And there's a part of me that goes, I want to give you more leeway because of that, and the other part is like, but that's also not what I'm going to do. And I feel like Holden is the oblivious kind. So that's why I say like he's, because he's like he thinks he's being empathetic to more people, but it is just that's kind of where
I think this is why I like Naomi so much, because she's always the one who's like, Holden, what the fuck are you doing? Like she always seems to know what's going on. She's like, she's like the smart person that should be the main character.
She should be the main character.
That would actually, be really cool if they did kind of like, Ender's Game, Ender's Shadow. If they had a different one where the perspective was through Naomi.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like maybe like Naomi and Alex or something, or Naomi and Amos, like two of the like other people of the group. Instead of like, who would it be instead of Miller?
We have been told we get other POVs eventually.
I think they're lying to us, Mel. There's 5 chapters left. There's 5 more chapters.
I said there's another POV in this book.
There's more books.
I said there's another POV in this book.
There's more books.
There's more books. There are more POVs.
Plenty of time for them
books.
to recognize Naomi needs more screen
Placentamon?
time.
This is true. Okay, we have joked that it'd be a Placentamon POV. I have a different question. I would like to. I think we've talked enough about this subject.
Yes, yeah,
if
definitely.
everyone's
Let's
comfortable,
move
like,
on.
yeah. Okay. I want to ask. I want to ask the question of what's the Nauvoo doing in all of this? Like, have they just kind of forgotten about that ship? It flew past.
Oh, that's just like sailing
and now
off.
they just let it carry on, and now they're chasing Eros. Which yes, but also. Did they just forget that they've got this ship?
I think they're gonna catch it. I think they're gonna catch it.
I know. Space is.
Isn't it going to the sun?
The Nauvoo?
No. So the Nauvoo was going to run into Eros on a trajectory that would, based off of those vectors, drive them into the sun.
Yeah.
So, but now that it's missed, it's going past.
Yeah, it's not aiming directly at the sun because that wouldn't have mathematically made sense to have it aiming directly at the sun.
You have to hit it at the right angle to then knock it like a pool ball towards
Correct.
the Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ooh, I got one. It's going to like accidentally go and like hit the planet that the proto molecule came from. Just
but they already exploded that. Oh, wait, the alien one, like
not Phoebe. Yeah, like wherever they freaking came from.
Because they just blown Phoebe up. Yeah.
Yeah, just by chance, it like passes the sun because it wasn't going at the sun, and then it's just gonna keep going.
I'm just glad the Mormons have a chance to get their ship back. I feel like it was not fair to take their ship from them. They need it. They have a whole plan, and just like get it back and let those poor people do their generation thing. Let them do it.
Oh, so they're gonna get recovered and be given back to the Mormons?
That's
yeah,
what
they're gonna get out of Dodge before the whole system becomes Placentamon.
Yeah, I want them to. I mean, they clearly could control the Nauvoo remotely, so I think they can turn it around and bring it back to
I don't know.
Tycho.
I feel like Placentamon make for good missionaries.
As you vomit over everybody. Yeah.
I mean, they're very good at proselytizing.
That's what I'm saying.
They do like to vomit their propaganda on us, so that's a personal opinion, folks. Sorry.
I say this with the utmost respect for evangelists everywhere, but they but I did just mean from the the fact that they grow in numbers, and they're really good at connecting to people.
There we go.
Hey,
Right. And were there any more questions?
Yeah, so the we kind of passed over it, but there was a very big difference between Naomi and Amos's reactions to the jump versus Holden and Alex's reaction to the jump. So I don't know if you guys had any thoughts about like.
Do you mind reminding? I know Naomi's was getting into the map. I remember
They
that.
stayed in military mode, focused on the mission, and then Amos and Naomi immediately got distracted by figuring out the math of this thing. But
Well, and Amos like left his station. Holden was pissed.
Yeah, I mean, and Naomi essentially did too, because she just stopped.
Yeah,
doing her job.
I imagine them at a chalkboard.
Yeah.
I mean, they were basically having a mind meld with each other. Like they both knew that they had to like be in the same space and figure it out. You know, I thought that was
They
really
would fit right in with Placentamon.
Yeah, that was great. I know you said earlier, Leigh-A, that you thought Holden was being an asshole. I don't, honestly, in that moment, I don't think he was, because it was a crisis and they needed to compartmentalize in the good way that stuff, because it was not something that they could fix or deal with, right?
I was talking about Holden being an asshole about Amos coming up and off station.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I kind of agree. In this situation, they were still in emergency mode.
Well, they weren't in emergency mode. Like there was nothing that was emergency mode. Like the Navoo was going to run into arrows, and then it became an emergency mode.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it went.
It was after the jump happened, and they're like, "What
the
just
fact
happened?"
that they didn't immediately recognize that. Okay, now we have to we're the only ship out here that's can possibly solve this, and
they need to learn the cha-cha slide.
I feel like Holden was right to be irritated with them in that moment, because they needed to keep being able to do their job to get this to keep
When
stepping
he has
forward.
he's stressed out about Miller too.
Yeah.
So he's like, I feel like people tend to lash out.
But he didn't even know about Miller at
That was
point.
he knew about that was before he knew about Miller.
Yeah.
No, I thought didn't they have a conversation twice? Didn't like Miller first say he was going to do it?
Yeah, so this was when when the Rosie first found out that like the jump and Amos was coming up. So this was before
they were doing
talking
math
to Miller, and Holden was like, "I'm just so mad. I'll just deal with this later because it's not like." And I also agree, like when you get mad about these things, like you just like I'll deal with it later. But it was like, I don't know.
For me, it was like they. So in their heads, the question hit them like, "Oh my God, has it broken the laws of physics?" And I'm questioning that because I'm like, can we keep up with this, or is it just going to be an impossible?
Or has everything that we thought we knew about physics changed in this moment?
And the concern at the moment being like, is this something that we can keep up with? Like, if realistically, in like the physical sense of like, can we chase it? But also like, is it way out of our bounds of science? I feel like that question hit both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And as they went to answer that, they get stuck on the, well, let's see if it's actually still within the realms of science. And the brains got there and stopped. And Holden's like,
well, and Holden,
let's just, we need to go, you know?
Well, like, so Holden and Alex were in one realm, and Naomi and Amos were in a different realm, and they were doing their own thing. And that's, and I think that's the brilliance of a team like this, where you've got a very diverse team.
But to me, he wasn't an asshole. He was just like, there's a job to do right now. Much like Amos was compartmentalizing, like, you know, okay, people are dying or whatever, or this is that, blah, blah. And he was just like, no, I got to chase this. I got to pilot and I got to chase this thing. And I got to stick on it as best I can. That's my job right now. I have to do that because that's what is time critical. The other things are not time critical. Yes, they're important. But, you know, when things are equally important, time comes into it. And this is the one that's time critical and it has to be addressed right now. Whereas the others were just like, that is equally important. Is it breaking the laws of physics? Can we keep up? Is it like so outclassing us in technology that we're never going to be able to stop it? That's a very important question.
It's not magic. It's not magic.
In that
What about-
moment, it was not the question they needed to be focused on.
Right.
It was like, we need to. There's another time.
But it actually
I-
it ended up being an important question. So like it answered something very like the Naomi and Amos being able to answer that very quickly in their heads was
Crazy.
important. Yeah.
But that's lucky. And if they hadn't been able to do it so fast and they were like spent 5-10 minutes doing it, who knows where Eris would have ended up by that stage? You know?
The part that had me going. Sorry, you need to do.
Go ahead. No,
No,
go
you-
ahead.
no, yeah, go. You good?
I was laughing so hard when Holden went Karen on us. Mel, do you know what I'm talking about?
when he called the other ship. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. And he reached the captain and he was like, "Man, I knew we were just talking to a first mate before." Like and he was so proud. And you could see him like turning to the other people in the crew. He's like, "I got to the manager." Like he's like, "Look what I did." Like people listen to me.
They take me serious now.
Yeah. They got me all up in this UNN.
He's like, "Look me up."
And then he was like,
Look me up.
"Yeah, he's like, look me up. I got family. Yeah, I don't want her getting blown up neither.
I got
I
got my own Wikipedia page.
Are you gonna come along now? You got to come along with me, right?
Yeah, you didn't recognize how important I was earlier, but now you should. I mean, also, like, why wouldn't she have recognized how important he was earlier?
He's the man who blabs to the
Yeah.
galaxy.
He's incapable of tight beaming. Like, this is a thing that I think probably the entire UMM would be talking about. They would know. The UNN people would know that he used to be one of them, and they would be talking about it, like over drinks, over endless cups of giant crafts of
there's
very good
definitely a
coffee.
chapter in the training manual for new recruits being like, this is what you don't fucking do, okay?
Don't do this. Don't be golden. They
And
would
then
know.
there's a follow-up chapter being like, and here's your third reminder on how tight beaming works.
Because you know what happens is you could put the entire solar system at war with each other with one of your wide ass beams. How about less beaming?
Wait,
less beaming, more doing your job.
Is the tight beaming part of the owl chomp section?
Probably. Tight beaming is one-on-one communication. Wide beaming is like... So tight beaming is sending a DM. Wide beaming is just putting it on blast on internet.
No, I'm just trying to understand what did he miss something in
Yes,
the
you did.
books? That's why
Yes,
he's
you
saying
did.
owl chomp.
Yeah,
I get that. Yeah.
Go back and watch the other episodes.
30 to
We had
48.
I had a conversation.
No, I don't know exactly when. I mean, we've been talking
So
about
Rob,
tight
can I
beaming
type
for
beaming into your
multiple
DMs?
Always. You can always type beam my DMs.
All right. Well, Leigh-A, we can
I
go.
mean, is it an anus size typing though?
It's an anus size tight beam specifically.
You really have missed something now, Avi.
I must have.
There was a whole discussion about anus size
Chat,
beams.
that is correct to me now. Anus laser, not tight beam. Rob used the right terms.
Cool. My people do make the
There's
space
both a
lasers.
tight
So
beam and an anus laser. There are both of those exist.
are these related to space lasers? Because those are my people's stuff.
It was not specifically your paper. It was Fred Johnson's anus laser. And we have not established whether or not Fred Johnson is Jewish. I don't think we know that.
Who said Jewish?
You did.
Let's move on.
No, much like now I'm being Holden. I didn't say that.
I want to know what an anus size tight beam
Facts.
is because I feel
An
like
anus?
that is. not insignificant.
No,
Amos
Heather's
size.
just playing.
That's
Heather's
like
playing.
triple size the.
I feel like
Amos-
yeah,
Amos
that's not
is
very
swinging-
tight. He's not a small
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, Amos ain't swinging anything tight around when he's communicating.
However, potentially Amos could be anus-sized to a larger creature. So a larger creature could have an Amos-sized anus. Not
Charlie, I'm sorry.
potentially not as large as Eros. I feel like Eros's
I was gonna say
anus
Eris is a butt rock.
would be more like Rossi,
I mean-
a Rossi-sized anus, probably. Maybe
Eris-
even bigger.
Eris
Maybe,
is a potato. It's a potato.
yes. So Eris's potato anus might be more like Navoo size.
Are there any more questions?
If we were trying to figure out what size Eros's anus is.
We found we found Rob's
Leigh-A.
limit on anus talk. Wait, have you guys noticed we've heard a
I'm
lot of
just
planets? I
conscious-
don't recall them
I'm
mentioning
just conscious
Uranus.
It's
They don't
4:15
mention
in the morning.
Uranus.
I'm just conscious that it's well over a 2-hour show right now. So
All right, fine. Yes. All right. I'm sorry.
Are there any more questions, Leia?
I'm sure there were. I've lost track. Amisa's so much better at this.
Mel's like, bro,
Okay.
you're
Okay.
hashing my
Okay.
vibe right now.
So, from Heather Sedai for the last chapter, what do you think Miller is going to find on the station on Arrows? Will it be a raging dance party, laying down some 6 beats for the belt?
We've already discussed this. It's hamster ball placentamon is what's happening.
I love the hamster ball placentamon. I would like to think that there will not be a humanoid-ish or anything thereof life form that we would recognize, but there would be sentience when he gets in there, and there will be interaction. Yeah. In some way or form. Whether that means that he gets, wouldn't it be, man. Wouldn't it be interesting if, like, this is going to sound really weird, so stick with it. But what if he, Miller, joins Placentamon, like the side of Placentamon, and becomes like the spokesperson for Placentamon? Like, wouldn't that be interesting?
Okay.
Like, Placentamon be like, you're not well. We can fix that because we're advanced.
Oh, like we
And,
were
like,
talking about
you
maybe
know-
Julie was last week. Like,
Yeah, like maybe like he gets captured by Placentamon.
Like the Cybermen?
Yeah, there we go. Captured by Placentamon and, absorbed in, but then like spat back out and he's like cured. But then he also has like a psychic link a little bit or something of that nature. And he's like the spokesperson for Placentamon, because let's be honest, humans are going to like spend a little bit more time.
like Locutus level.
Like Locutus, like there's that go between that is a little bit more comfortable for humans to deal with than trying to communicate with a giant ball of goo and a hamster ball. This is not an official prediction. This
He
is
did
just
not-
a
he did not
no.
swear
I'm
on the
just writing it down so
That-
next
that's
week
cool.
or in
Yeah.
a couple whatever.
So next week we get the answer, Mel. That's what I just heard there.
Whatever.
Good to know.
The next couple of weeks. I don't remember what's happening next week. So, but
Good
like
to know.
become spokesperson.
I just think that would be a really interesting dynamic, and it would really, this guy's already got nothing in his life left, apparently. And imagine if it then gave him a connection to Julie because she was absorbed by Placentamon. So that maybe like there's,
And then they can meet and she can be like, I'm not like your fantasy bitch, bro. Shut up.
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes.
And she could like slap him down and tell him,
Slap
ew,
him down.
ew,
Yes.
stop. Ew.
She's like old enough to be my
Actual
father.
Julie can be like, no, thank you.
Yes. Just be like, you see this
It's
blob
going
over
down for
here?
And
That's
Julie
my boo.
says no. Julie says
Good.
no.
Yeah.
This other branch of Placentamon, this like slightly darker bit of goo, that's my boo, not you.
Well, because Mel, you have
That goo, my
predicted
boo.
that Julie is still like cognizant.
Yes, exactly. She's not
Yeah.
gone.
Exactly.
There's still a conscious.
Yeah, so there's my fun what ifs.
No. This is what she has to say. Don't fucking touch me.
That's what it was.
What if it was Julie and she was
That
like,
was Julie.
Miller, get off my ass.
Get off my rock ass.
Get off my potato butt.
Yes.
Wait, maybe it's not a rock butt. Maybe it's abs. Maybe it's rock hard
where was
abs.
that consent? I gave you no consent to touch my potato.
Don't touch my potato.
Don't touch my potato.
Yeah.
Get out my McDonald's.
Hashtag,
Get out my golden arches.
Hashtag don't touch my potato.
Hashtag don't touch my potato. Julie Mon slaps Miller Mon with glitter.
It's highly effective.
Glitter?
And I do love the.
Oh, there was the whole glitter conversation from last week. It went on for a long time in chat.
Speaking of things going on for a long time, Leigh-A, what else do you have to ask us?
That's kind of basically, I think we've got it down to the gist of everything.
Okay.
So, unless you guys have any other thoughts.
Anything else?
I will make one comment. Sorry, I put down. So I did appreciate that we got the name of the Ravi, but also the CO came in. It was like, yeah, all right. That was the baby lieutenant that was there because we do have. Yeah, that was hilarious. So we've got an adult in charge of this other ship now.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, what was the most ideal moment?
I want to say between Miller and Diogo.
That was mine. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, the acceptance of just being like, okay,
We all wait for the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ravi, do you have one or too hard?
Let me think. But you can, if you have one, you can come back. I'm gonna have it by the time.
Oh, I definitely agree. Oh, actually, an IL moment is Amos creating a dead switch for Miller. Just being like, hey, dude, you're just gonna fucking need this. So, like, I know what you're gonna do. Like, I don't even need to talk to you. I know what's going on. Like, I'm just gonna write all this code to make a dead switch for you before we even talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty. I think the Eris dodging the spear.
Good. Nice.
That's good.
Also, for by the way, Andrew, who's just posted in the Discord server, is there a smaller chat for expanding threefold talk? I think I just tagged you in the channel. I might have tagged someone else. I didn't actually look at the channel as I was typing, so I think I added you in there. I apologize if I added someone else who probably won't be watching this and then know that I added them without realizing and meaning to. So, if someone's in that spoiler channel and can actually see my post, feel free to edit it if I got it completely wrong. Because I was literally like, I can't read this channel. All I can do is click on it and then be like, look at the keyboard. And,
All right,
and
I'll go check it out after this.
Yes. Next question. Sorry.
Which characters in this chapter act most like an IL?
I think that kind of folds on from our thing here of like,
all right,
Miller and
Oh,
Diogo.
the UNN captain.
I was gonna go with Alex.
Oh yeah.
Okay, both explain to us.
Go first, Abby.
All right, so the UNN captain, because they're like, so like, you know how the IEL came, and okay, so first off, if Holden is Rand, then the UNN are the people of the dragon, because they're all like, they were like coming out and we're like, oh, they're gonna fight, and they're like, actually, nah, we're about to roll with you. Let's go chase down Sightblinder.
I like it. I was gonna say Alex for like his like focus on the task at hand, setting aside all distractions and keeping the ship running and keeping and like I one of the things I maybe didn't think about too much until just this particular reading is that Alex is the one like controlling when to juice everyone. So he's both pilot and medic at the same time, and I was like, damn, that's so much to keep track of. Like I was like really, I was like, that is, I mean, because it makes sense, because like because of how quickly all of that is happening, he would have to be the one in control of both of those decisions, and the fact that like conceptually he's like, okay, this is going to be too much physical force on a human body, so we're going to do I thought that was really interesting, and he stayed. He was locked in.
Yeah,
appreciated that.
I need soldier.
Yeah. So who is the token Wetlander in these chapters?
Holden.
Oh, Avi, you're speaking Mel's language.
Tell us why. Just entertain me for a little bit.
It's even if I hadn't ever read the book or listened to the book, even if I hadn't in the last spent many of my waking hours listening in the last few days, I would still say Holden, just from y'all's conversation, the way you talk about Holden, that he's an outsider, that he just doesn't get it, that he constantly is bringing tow without realizing it. So in that way Holden is a token Wetlander.
Yeah.
However, Placentamon are really wet, so I imagine all the Placentamon are
stop! No, God damn it!
Best line ever. And that, ladies and gents, is our show.
Oh wait, wet ass Placentamon. There's the parody.
There's the parody. Wet ass Placentamon.
No! Don't you fucking dare! Don't you fucking dare! Don't you?
By Megan the Phoebe the Stallion. Phoebe the Stallion.
Oh, you're never invited back ever again.
I'm so happy. Let's go.
What is the happiest moment?
So you should have a segment every week where you let me donate a new Expanse parody for the.
You know what? We give time for whatever content people create, but
I won't make it. Just the idea. The idea. I have way too many wild idle things to work on.
You can share your idea. You can
just the idea. I'll send out
your idea.
You can put it right after the spud art.
Yeah,
it'll be a letdown.
Spud art. Heather singing. Avi ideas. All his narrations. It's great.
Okay.
What? I did ask a question.
Actually, no. Just what Abby said. Done.
No, Avi's the Wetlander today, so.
Stabbiest moment.
Holden being like, "Get back to your fucking station."
Don't fucking touch me.
Yeah, that would. I mean, both of those are quite stab. Maybe don't fucking touch me.
Don't fucking touch me. It's pretty good.
Yes,
that's rejection.
And I really love that was rejection. that was really Julie just being like, "Don't fucking touch me. I've already got this creep on my potato butt."
Get off my potato butt. I'll fry you.
Amazing. All right, I think that's all our questions, right?
G and Toe.
Oh, who had G and who had Toe?
Tony.
Tony? Who's Tony?
Sony.
Oh, Sony.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Call back. My bad.
Yeah, no.
Was this also produced by Sony as well?
No, it started off on
Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
Sci-Fi.
And they got
and then it moved to Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got canceled on Sci-Fi. Prime picked it up and then canceled it after 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Did they only pick it up? So there's only 3 seasons of television.
There's 5 seasons.
There's
5.
Oh, Sci-Fi had 3, and then Amazon did 2 more. Oh wow. Okay.
And fucked it up. Did amazing stuff, but also fucked it up. So
we should have known.
which
Yeah.
you will
So-
see when we get there.
So are we going to do a watch party together?
Gieto, we
At some
will.
point, we'll focus Giotto. I'm not sure if I don't know if I can give Giotto to anyone this week.
Naomi absolutely gets G.
No. And normally
Really?
I'm on for saying
Not
yes,
this time.
Matt, but no. She
So
was like-
I will say
With that math?
Miller. Well, and here, based off of the conversation that we had before, Miller both has G8 so like he has toe for not telling anybody ahead of time what he was doing, but then also once the whole like Nauvoo passed and he got G for being like, I can do something about this, and then proceeding and also just telling everybody to go fuck themselves on the rescue. Be like, look, there's no reason, there's no way you can rescue me, so just don't. And also, I'm already gonna do this. So
I mean, he's the only one there who possibly could do it. I'm not sure how much G you earn by being like.
but he could also just like not do anything. But he on his own is like, I'm
true.
going to like do this very difficult thing about
Okay.
dragging
Okay.
these
All right.
bombs, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go inside, which is scary because he doesn't know what's gonna happen.
I suppose.
Yeah, so that's a lot of G to like be like, look, like I'm here. Yes, I'm here. I'm the only person, but I'm also going to do something about it. So to give you guys a little bit more time, hopefully we'll fucking see if it happens.
Protogen has toe.
Protogen always has toe.
Always. I mean, they
Permanent toe. They're not tongue.
They
Yeah,
exude
they're Datang.
good toe. Yeah, that's true. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to the extra folks who turned up this week who haven't been turning up. There's been a lot of numbers in here at one point. I think a lot of people just got hyped from last night's Dusty and was like, more Waterpella stuff tomorrow? Yes, and then stuck around. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. To the Charlies, we love you. Hope you enjoyed the hour-long intro.
I just did the hard thing and like
Yeah.
No,
I love that.
Charlie.
When we do visual cues for the Charlies, it's wonderful because they listen and can't see the visual cues. Leigh-A, how many chapters next week?
2. So, and
We're not
I do
finishing.
acknowledge.
It's so close.
Yes, I do acknowledge. I'm gonna have toe for the next 3 weeks because it's gonna be 2.
Click on Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Rapunzel's comment. Oh, the protogen. They are protogen.
Yeah.
That's.
So I do have toe over the next couple of weeks because we already go long on these chapters. So I was trying to do a balance of, yes, it's going to be exciting, but also like, let's break it down into manageable chunks so we can actually do a 2-ish hour show. So, sorry, but also go fuck yourselves. I made a decision and I stick with it. So.
I'll have to read at 0.1x compared to the amount that I had to cover these last 3 days versus like.
Yeah, you'll be fine. So 2 chapters next week. So 51 and 52. I know a few people got excited and didn't realize the chapters ended and read like an extra 1 chapter or a bit or 2 chapters or something. So maybe you're already caught up.
You can go back and reread that 1 or 2 chapters.
Yeah, great to see some of the folks like Andrew is saying like he's going to go back and reread and catch up, and seeing Liz in chat and some of the other people that have been here, Invoke Dream Waking, and I apologize if I'm not catching everybody. There's been a lot of fun new names in chat that we haven't seen for a while. Salia was here.
Salia stateside. Mm-hmm.
So it's
like,
great to see you.
mango.
Thank you for hanging out. What is the comments call to action this week?
Ooh, why Leigh-A has more toe. Besides, so what do I have toe besides the chapters? Because I'm sure that there's others.
No.
Oh wait,
No.
Did you tell Rob what happened, Leah?
Oh god, what happened?
So I when I finished the chapters, I was like, this is where we're stopping. I took my phone out to message Leah and be like, yo, this is where we're stopping. And then I saw I had a message from Leah apologizing saying like, hey, by the way, when you get there, I'm sorry about where it stops. Rob's really pissed too. And I was just like, wait, I was literally just messaging you to tell you this.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I think a comment section call to action would be discussing the different pros and cons of the different listening speeds of audiobooks.
Ooh.
What is your preferred speed?
What is your preferred speed for listening to an audiobook?
Yes.
And why is it better than everyone else's? And
How fast do you like it, Rob?
Don't let it just be Skeeter who comments, please. We love you, Skeeter, and your dedication is awesome. It's one of our consistent loves. But please go join him in the comment section, folks. But yeah,
It's super fun in there.
Subscribe, share. It is fun. Join the Discord server, especially if you want to be full spoilers, because there's a thread in there. Tag Skeeter or Leigh-A or Amis, and they will get you in that channel. Because I blindly tried to add Andrew without looking and didn't even do the tag properly. So I'm not sure if I spelled words correctly either. But that's it. So thank you so much. Honestly, I couldn't tell. I was like, did I actually do the tag properly? And then they told me I didn't. I'm like, well, I probably didn't spell words either correctly then either. So, but yeah.
Oh, multitasking.
I know. But we will see you next week, chapters 51 and 52. Avi, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
It was
you,
so
Avi.
fun. I look forward to your parody of Wet Ass Placenta Bun.
No.
I'm gonna get Leigh-A to sing it. So until next week, folks, may you always find love, water, and shade. Bye. Leigh-A's fingers just sticking up there.
Bye.